Hello and welcome everybody to the Riverview Rams versus the Sebring Blue Streaks. I'm standing next to Coach Josh Smithers, head coach of the Riverview Rams. Coach, a couple questions I wanted to ask you. Coming off a great win last week, you have a lot of momentum coming into this game. We talked about adversity prior to the beginning of the season. You've had to go and travel a couple hours distance to get to some of the games. Some of the other games have been canceled due to weather. But now I think we've got a nice fresh start where we've got some momentum going. Tell us what you think about the keys for today's game. What is the momentum in preparation for today's game?
Well, our focus this week has been about execution, and we've gotten off the relatively slow starts on offense. We're yet to score in our first opening drive, so that's been a big focus for us tonight, trying to open up and take our first drive and get 6 points. So we want to try to start fast and make sure that we're executing on both sides of the ball, and if we do that, we feel like we got a chance to come out on top.
Also, weather's been an issue over the past couple of weeks. We had some weather that moved in today. It seems as though it's clearing out, but there is a slight chance for rain. Is that going to change anything for the preparation for tonight's game?
Not necessarily a preparation, but it's just that much more important that we start out fast. You don't want to get into the fourth quarter, down, and then all of a sudden the game gets called and now the game's over. Like last week, we came back late in the fourth quarter and was able to steal the game. But, we got to get up early. We got to keep the lead. You never know what's going to happen with this weather. So, getting off to a good start is really important tonight.
Two quick questions just to wrap up the interview real quick. How are the conditions on the field tonight? Again, we were talking about the rain. How does the field look for today's contest?
The field's great. With this turf field, it drains great. It's almost bone dry right now, and so by the time we kick off, it'll be dry and ready to go, and we should have a fast field.
Excellent, Coach. Well, listen, thank you very much. One last question. How are you feeling today?
A little nervous. I'll be feeling a little better after 7:30.
Coach, thank you so much for your time. I appreciate it, and good luck tonight, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
There you go, ladies and gentlemen. Coach Josh Smithers, the head coach of the Riverview Rams, and we'll be taking a commercial break.
Please rise and remove your hats for the playing of our national anthem. We thank the JROTC for providing the color guard and raising the flag at the west side of the stadium. Now, please join Band Captain Ethan Bixby and the Kilty Band as we honor America. Please remain standing for the playing of our alma mater. Our officials this evening are from the Gulf Coast Football Officials Association. Our referee this evening is Sean McHugh. Our umpire is Adam Heidel. Our head linesman is David Hall. Our line judge is Greg Hagopian. Our back judge is Greg Apisaw. And our clock operator is Al Listunis.
And welcome on in, everybody. We are live here at the Ramble once again for the second home game of the season. It is the Riverview Rams coming in at a record of 2-1, facing off against the Sebring Streaks tonight. I'm your host, Addison. Along with me is Raul, and tonight is going to be another fun one. We were looking at some possible weather issues earlier in the evening. Yep. And it looks like it might be joining us back later on, but for now, we are good to go to play some football here.
The weather does look good right now. As a matter of fact, we spoke to Coach Josh Smithers about the field conditions. He said the field is absolutely pristine at this time, and they're ready to go. So at this moment, it doesn't seem that weather's going to be an issue. Let's just cross our fingers and hope it stays that way.
Absolutely. Both teams this season are 2-1. Riverview coming off a thrilling 22-19 victory over Palmetto. Jerron Glover with the game-winning touchdown with 9 minutes to go in that game. And then Sebring lost their last game to Bartow 20-13. They were down 13-0 early, came back to tie it at 13-13, but threw a pick six in the second quarter, which made it to 20-13, which ended up being the final score. This is actually Sebring's and Riverview's first ever meeting between each other. You know, That's right. lot of familiar faces that we've seen this season. Sebring is not one of those familiar faces. So it's going to be a great game. You know, how does Riverview respond after a thrilling victory last game? Yep. A packed-out crowd. The crowd is not as big. It's still a nice crowd tonight, but due to the weather that looked like was coming, the crowd is not as big as it was last week. So how does Riverview come about staying focused and winning their second home game on the year and improving to 3-1? Because we only got two more non-districts games before the really important games of the season start.
Well, they're coming off a great win from last week, and let me tell you, it was a very exciting game. It was back and forth, back and forth. I think defensively they played a fantastic game. Talking to Coach Josh Smithers before the game, he had said, yeah, the defense played fantastic. We're going to incorporate more of the offense in on this game, but certainly they're in a very good position moving forward into this game after that victory last week.
Absolutely. You know, you talked about how well the defense has been doing. The defense, again, played another stellar game. They forced 3 turnovers in the first half, and a lot of those were inside the red zone. You had the Charles Lester interception. You had the big fumble recovery later in the first half, which then led to a late touchdown for the Rams. And you also had one inside the 10-yard line again. So Riverview's defense has just been on top of the game. And I know something when you were interviewing Coach earlier I picked up on is the importance of scoring on the first drive, setting the tone early. That's something Coach really seemed like he wanted to accomplish today. In Riverview's first 3 games, they have not punched in any points on their opening drive, and that is so huge, you know, just to get that early momentum going and really separate yourself from the opponent early in the game.
And I think a lot of those early jitters from last week with the penalties that occurred, I think we've gotten past that. Now that we have basically game 2 at home right now, the team seems a lot more comfortable. Coach, again, they said that they were very prepared for this game coming into this game. It looks like a great matchup. And again, it's a pretty special game, with being as though they came from Sebring. It's not a team that they play. And so it's going to be kind of new and exciting for us right now, getting to know all their players and the coaches. Should be a great matchup. Very exciting.
And just some injury notes for today. Ahmad Tuda is not going to be playing tonight, along with Luke Petita, all out with injuries tonight. Tonight's captains are number 19, Jackson Dawson, and number 51, Eli Rennick.
Eli Rennick had a fantastic game last week. I'll tell you, he was just like a pit bull out there, and that's exactly what they needed. He prides himself as being one of the leaders of the defense. He played very, very well. So let's see how they do this against this contest here, where it looks like we're getting ready to get going.
Absolutely. The Riverview Rams, as you guys can see on your screen, are about to take the field. Should be a fun one tonight. We are just moments away from kickoff here in the Ramble. It's the Riverview Rams versus the Sebring Streaks.
Well, I'm excited. I'll tell you, after last week, I have been just chomping at the bits to come back and do this broadcast with you, because last week was just so much fun. And incidentally, of course, it was our very first broadcast of the season. We had a lot of fun doing it, and so we're very proud to bring that back to you again this week. We look forward to a great game tonight and the continuation of a great season.
Absolutely. And ladies and gentlemen, the Rams are getting set to take the field here in just a moment.
2 wins and 1 loss as we're just about set ready to get underway. Get on your feet and
And there they go. They're getting ready to come out right now.
And here come the Riverview Rams.
They're excited to get on the field. Everybody seems very excited. The band looks great. The cheerleading squad looks fantastic. The fans are rolling in right now. The weather's still holding up, so all is well and we're ready.
Absolutely, and you saw Ryan White there doing some backflips and some cartwheels. Took a little bit of a tumble on that last one, but love the enthusiasm as the band is set to play their last song, and then we will be ready for kickoff here at the Ramble between Riverview and Sebring, and what should be a fun one.
And I'll tell you something, this game not only, it just doesn't start right now, it started early this morning at 6 o'clock when there was a pep rally this morning.
Absolutely.
All the cheerleaders and everybody was out there, so this fans, the cheerleading squad, the band, everybody, they're ready to go. They're ready to go, they're excited.
Absolutely. The cheerleaders and the band will get there at like 6 in the morning to get ready, showing their school spirit, and get the school excited for game day, which, as the crowd is finally on in, it looks like the students have taken notice.
I was able to watch some of that pep rally from this morning, and let me tell you, everybody was just pumped up, ready to go, excited. They've been waiting all day. A view from the cheerleading squad right now.
And it looks like Riverview is going to be set to return, and it will be. So it'll be John Carlos Sanchez for the Sebring Streaks to kick it away.
Sebring to kick it to the east end zone at this time. The Riverview Rams will be heading in to the west end zone for the beginning of the first quarter.
It'll be Charles Lester deep back for the Rams to receive the kick. And the kick is away, and we are underway here at the Ramble. And it bounces, and that's going to bounce into the end zone for a touchback. So the Rams will start possession at the 20-yard line.
It looks like he was considering whether or not to pick it up. It was a good choice just to let it go. Went right into the end zone. They'll start it off with the 1st and 10 on the 20, and let's see what happens.
And let's see who comes down at quarterback. Again, the Riverview Rams are running that two-punch quarterback system.
That's right.
With Joe Borchers and Will Carter. And it is Will Carter who will get the start tonight for the Rams.
The 1st and 10 for the Rams. At quarterback number 2, Will Carter.
Will Carter under the shotgun. He's got Birch on his left side right behind him. Carter hands it off up the middle to Jaden Birch. Birch gets back to maybe the line of scrimmage. He is wrapped up right away by the Sebring defense.
Took it straight up the middle on that play, but he met a lot of resistance from the defense. Looks like it's no gain on that play. We brought up 2nd down and 10.
2nd down and 10 here for the Rams. Carter hands it off once again to Birch. Birch hits it up the right side, looking to find any room, and he cannot. Taken out of bounds at the 20-yard line, and it's going to be no gain on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 10 coming up here for the Rams.
Took it to the outside, but there was nothing going there. He basically just brought it right back to the line of scrimmage, which brings up, it looks like they got about 1 on that play, so we're at a 3rd and 9 right now with 11:28 in the first quarter.
So 3rd down to 9. Coach Smithers in the pregame interview mentioned how he wanted to strike first on their first drive. Will they be able to do so here and convert on 3rd down to 9? Carter drops back, and there is a flag on the play. And it looks like that's going to be a false start on the Rams, and it will be. So it'll now be 3rd down and 14 from the Riverview 16-yard line. Yeah, you know, we talked about it last game. Tons and tons of penalties not to start the Riverview Rams. We're hoping for, obviously, looking to cut down on the penalties that they had last week.
Yep. So we got a 3rd and 14. Ball's on the 16-yard line.
Sebring showing a little bit of pressure here. Carter drops back, looking over to the left side, looking to scramble. He does, makes a cut, trying to find some room, and he gets back to the 20-yard line. So it'll be 4th down and 10, and 3 and out for the Rams, and they will punt it away.
Yep. He was able to make something out of nothing on that play and bring it just about a yard past the original line of scrimmage.
And it'll be fourth down.
Right now, and it looks like a punt's coming on.
Number 5, Brady Blue to punt it away for the Rams. Number 4, Caden Dunlap to receive.
It'll be Brady Bloom to punt it away here for the Riverview Rams. Bloom will boot that one away. And it's going to take a very good bounce for Sebring right there, down at the Riverview 44-yard line. So now it'll be the Rams defense who comes on. They had an exceptionally well game.
Fantastic game last week. I mean, and they were backed up several times in their own end zone and were able to hold on.
Yeah, they really carried the load. If they don't force those three turnovers, which led to 2 of the Riverview Rams touchdowns, you could be looking at a different result for that Palmetto Riverview game. So can the defense show up again tonight like they have done all season? It is Cameron Kimbrell, the quarterback here for Sebring. Drops back, looks over to the left side, and he misses his intended target. That is Kavarius White.
There was some good pressure coming in on the right defensive side there on the quarterback. May have had to throw that away a little early. Good job on the D on that one.
So it'll be 2nd down and 10 here from the Riverview 44. And you mentioned about starting in great field position. Once again, the Riverview Rams defense backed up in their own territory on the first drive of the game.
2nd down and 10.
Cameron Kimbrell. Good defense right there by the Riverview Rams.
Excellent
and it will
job.
Force 3rd down and 10. Cameron Kimbrell, the quarterback for Sebring, a junior.
Nice coverage right there. I'll tell you, he was all over him, was able to smack the ball down without creating any kind of a penalty. Which brings up 3rd and 10 right now, and the ball's on the 44-yard line.
Great defense by Jaden Terrahawker, and it's now 3rd down and 10. Riverview's defense has looked strong so far. Cameron Kimbrell in the shotgun. Drops back, looking to his left, under some pressure, gets away, throws it over the middle, and he's got his receiver for a big gain. That was going to be around 20 yards all the way to about the 30-yard line. So that's going to be a 15-yard gain.
And this one's coming back.
Yeah, it looks like there was some holding on that.
Yes, it is. It's going to be a holding on Sebring, so that's now going to make it 3rd down and 20. Ball at the 46-yard line of Sebring, if I'm not mistaken here.
Again, good pressure coming in from the right side. And it looked as though that offensive lineman just had no choice but to hold them. So that will bring up a 3rd down here. Again, great job on the defense. They applied a lot of pressure, came after the quarterback.
3rd down and 24. 10 minutes and 20 seconds to go here in quarter number 1. He drops back. It's a screenplay. And
nice.
He misses his intended target. That was Caden Dunlap. And it is incomplete. So the Rams were backed up on the defensive side of the ball. They get a 3 and out and will give the offense another chance to strike first here. But that's exactly what we're talking about. They did the same thing against Palmetto. They were forced with a lot of unfair field position, but they're not letting it get to them. They started that drive at the 44-yard line. It ended up at Sebring's own 40-yard line. Another great job by the Riverview Rams defense.
That was a classic screen play, and I mean the receiver was open, but there was so much pressure that came in so fast. The quarterback really just didn't have the time to put it in the right spot there. So brought up a 4th down. Here we got the punt.
That is a short punt right there, and it's going to take a bounce out of bounds, and so Riverview will start possession after Riverview, a 31-yard line with 10:06 to go. The Rams offense taking its 2nd trip out there.
So, hey, this is very reminiscent of last week. The defense is playing very strong. They were able to control the line of scrimmage on this last series and produce the punt, now bringing out the offense.
And it is Joe Borchers coming out at the quarterback. Again, as I mentioned, they're going to be bringing that 1-2 punch on the offensive side of the ball. Will Carter started the game. Now it's Borchers coming in. Borchers out of the shotgun. Drops back, looking over to the left side. Throws it, and it's going to be thrown to the opposing coach as it goes out of bounds, second down and 10.
The defense was in a 4-4 set right there, and there was a lot of pressure coming in from the left side. He had to get rid of it quickly. So good job on the defense right there for Sebring, bringing in a lot of pressure.
Second down and 10 from the Riverview Rams 31-yard line. Borchers out of the shotgun. Gonna hand it off up the middle, and he is met right at the line of scrimmage for a loss. That was John L. Williams on the carry.
There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play. Let's just be honest with ourselves. He ran right into a wall. The defense was tight on that play. Pretty much read it all the way. Brings up a 3rd and 12 right now. Ball's on the 29-yard line.
Another third down for the Rams. Are 0-1 to start this game so far. It's Borchers out of the shotgun. He's got John L. Williams over on his right side. 2 men out to the left, 2 men out to the right. Borchers drops back, looking over to the left side, under some pressure, and Borchers is going to be wrapped up right there. Good sack right there by Quinton Joyner, and it will force the Rams to punt once again. Another 3 and out for the Rams to start this game.
Solid defensive play, coming in hard, again, in that base 4-4 defense. And he just came in, nobody stopped him, and he was able to apply all the pressure he needed to the quarterback, forcing now a 4th down and 21.
Brady Bloom set to punt this one away and hopefully turn the field position around, as Sebring has really controlled the field position aspect of this game here in the early stages. Bloom punts it away. He's going to wait for the fair catch, and he fumbled
He's got it.
And Riverview comes up with it, and it's
Big play.
Eli Rennick on the recover.
Big play, big play.
The fair catch, and he dropped it, and Rennick came falling right on top of it, and that's a huge turnover, and it's a Riverview Rams first down in Sebring territory.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do, whether it was a fair catch or not. He continued to keep running the ball in the event that it would pop out, and it sure did. And he was right there to pick it up, which now brings up a 1st and 10, ball on the 36-yard line for the offense of Riverview.
Again, Eli Rennick making some impact plays so far. He had a lot in the last game. Will Carter drops back. Will Carter scrambling. Carter makes a cut, hits the right side, and he's got some open field to the 20, to the 10, and he steps out of bounds and around the 9-yard line. A great run right there by Will Carter. Puts the Rams in the red zone.
He made a quick adjustment in there. He was initially running to the inside, saw that the outside was available, turned it up, and he was able to essentially get past 2 or 3 defenders, which brings up now a 1st down and 8. Big play.
Here's Will Carter. Carter hands it off to Jerron Glover on the left side. Gets it right foot.
He's got it.
And then it's Jerron Glover who punches it home, and the Riverview Rams strike first, and it's 6-0. Came off the sweet play, handed it right to Glover, hits the outside after a great block by the Rams offense. Riverview strikes first at 6-0 after a Jerron Glover rushing touchdown. The Michigan State commit making an impact early.
He was very patient, took it to the outside. He was considering whether to cut in a couple of times, but continued to the outside and was able to just outrun everybody, taking it right in for a touchdown. Fantastic play.
It'll be Stone Springman to boot this one through the uprights for the Rams. Charlie Cooper, the holder, and a whistle, and there is a flag on the play. And it's going to be on Sebring, so they'll get to move up 1 yard. Again, Roll, we talked about it in the last game.
We did.
They scored 2 touchdowns off of turnovers.
Yep.
Right there, 2 plays into a score. That's exactly what you want to do. A great run by Will Carter, weaving through traffic, got to the 9-yard line, and then Jerron Glover, you give him the ball, and he's going to make some magic happen with it.
Kicking straight off the ground, not using a tee.
And Stone Springman knocks it through, so the Rams were stuffed on offense on their first 2 drives, but they used a forced turnover 2 plays later. The Rams strike first. 8:12 to go here in quarter number 1. Your Riverview Rams 7, Sebring nothing.
We talked about this last week, and we can talk about it every game. you have to take advantage of every opportunity. You got to run hard, play hard, and take everything that they give you. This was an excellent, not only an excellent drive, but an excellent opportunity that they capitalized on with their special teams. Eli Rennick being able to come in there and get the turnover. Offense just punching it right in for 6 points. And successful point after attempt, which brings up 7-0 with 8:12 left in the first quarter. Riverview Rams are up.
Absolutely, you know, in a strong start, and the offense really struggled early, and Coach Smithers in that interview really specified how he wanted to strike first. And while it came off a turnover, he's going to take that any day. And when the offense can convert off a defensive turnover, that's exactly what a coach wants to see.
That's exactly right. And look, they struck first. It's 7-0 Riverview Rams. They took advantage of an opportunity, and they deserved it. They ran hard, they played hard, and they capitalized on it.
And Stone Springman boots that one away, and it is going to be caught at around the 6-yard line. Taking it up the right side, and he's got some room!
Ooh.
And a
Big hit.
lead tackle right there by the Rams.
Big hit right there. Special teams.
Laid him out.
Yeah, we don't talk a lot about special teams with the coach, and it's something that I'm going to bring up next week, because really they have been able to produce and capitalize on a lot of things, and here again, due to that turnover, we're up 7-0 now.
So it'll be first down and 10 here from the Sebring 28-yard line. The Rams have strike first and are up 7-0. Cameron Kimbrell out of the shotgun. He's got a man in motion, and he gives it to him. Finding a room up the left side, and he's going to take a cut at the 40-yard line and get all the way up to the 45-yard line. That is Kavarius White on the carry. Very similar to the Jerron Glover run.
Yep, took it to the outside. He was also very patient, and when he wanted to make that turn, and he was able to outrun a couple of the defenders and pick up a nice first down. So we have a 1st and 10 ball on the 45-yard line with 7:44 left in the first quarter.
Good first down run right there by Kavarius White. So it'll be first down and 10 from the Sebring 45-yard line. Cameron Kimbrell out of the shotgun. Hands it off up the middle, shaves off the tackler, stays on his feet, and there he goes! The 30, the 20, the 10, and he goes all the way for a touchdown! Travis Kearney was met behind the line of scrimmage, shaved off the tackler, and beat the Rams to the end zone, and just like that, Sebring is an extra point away from tying up this ball game.
Let me tell you, that was just determination right there, hardcore, because you're right. He was met behind the line of scrimmage, was able to shed that block, keep going, keep the wheels moving, took it to the outside, and all the way for 6.
Yeah,
I mean, that was just
the Rams
determination.
had the perfect play set up, met him in the backfield, just couldn't make the tackle. Great show of strength right there, and Sebring now an extra point away. It is Giancarlo Sanchez to do so. Good snap, and it is good. So it is 7-7 with 7:17. So the Riverview Rams strike first, and then right back at you after 2 plays, says Sebring. A 55-yard rushing touchdown right there by Travis Kearney.
I'll tell you, it just looks as though on both sides of the ball, the offense is doing everything it can do, taking advantage of situations that are presented to them. Defensively, even on that play, they did their job. They met the running back behind the line of scrimmage, but it was just sheer determination that took them all the way to the end zone. Great job by the offense on that play. I have to give it to them, which brings up 7-7 ball game. 7-17 again. 7:17 left in the first quarter.
Yeah, absolutely. And you talk about the importance of making the first tackle, and when you don't, it can lead to big plays. And Sebring capitalized on Riverview not doing so.
It was a nice hit. So Buddy bounced right off of it and was able to take it all the way.
Carlos Sanchez kicks it away, and it is Jerron Glover on the return trying to find a hole, and he cannot do so. Gets to about the 20-yard line, and that was Charles Lester, pardon me. So first down and 10 on the last drive after Eli Rennick picked up the fumble. Will Carter, 30-yard rush to the 9-yard line, and then they gave it to Ron for the score.
So who are we going to see in the quarterback position right now?
It will be Joe Borchers coming out for the Rams.
Once again, very familiar territory for the Riverview Rams offense right now. It's going to be first down and 10 on the 21-yard line.
First down and 10. Borchers looks over to the left side, and he's got his man, makes a cut, and stays on his feet, dancing, and that should be a face mask right there. That was John L. Williams on the reception, dancing around, and I think he might have drawn the flag right there for a face mask. Great job just dancing around, staying on his feet, and forcing that play to be made.
No flag.
And never mind, they are going to wave off the flag, so it's going to be second down and 10 as he was wrapped up for a gain of nothing.
Okay, so no flag on that. Second and 10, ball on the 21-yard line.
Borchers out of the shotgun. Second down and 10 from the 21. Rolls out to his left. Borchers looking for his man, and it's going to be overthrown. His intended target was John L. Williams. So another third down and 10 here for the Rams. 6:45 to go. The Rams are 0-2 on third down so far here in this game.
Well, he rolled it out to the left side. The offensive line did a great job of protecting him and holding that defensive line at bay. There was two receivers that were available that time, but it just didn't happen.
So a big third down and 10 coming up here for the Rams. Borchers drops back under some pressure. He's got his receiver trying to fight for the first down, and he might have got it.
He looks close.
He did.
Is caught and taken up to about the 31-yard line.
As you said, there was some pressure coming in. He had to make that play very quickly, was able to throw it, and it looks as though, yes, it will be a first down.
That was Marshall Thompson on the reception right there for the Rams and picks up a big first down, and he only had around 4 initial yards on the catch, so great job to pick up enough yards for the first down. Looking for Thompson again, and he's got Thompson. Thompson gets tackled at the 36-yard line, and so it'll be second down and 5 coming up for the Rams.
Nice job of moving the ball down the field, just picking away at it.
Halfway through the first quarter here with 5:57 to go. It is 7-7. Borchers out of the shotgun, gonna hand it off up the middle to Jaden Birch, fighting off some tacklers, and then is wrapped up after a gain of 2 yards. So the third down and 3 coming up here for the Rams.
Took it straight up the middle on that one, got a couple on that play. Brings up third down. We got 5 minutes and 37 seconds left in the first quarter. Again, it's 7-7.
Again, another big third down attempt right here for the Rams. This is already the 4th time that they have been forced to a third down. They are 1 of 3 so far on those attempts. Borchers out of the shotgun. He's got Birch to his left side. Looking for John L. Williams, and he's got John L. Williams. John L. Williams lowers the shoulder, fights for a few extra yards. He's kicking out of bounds at the 43-yard line. We saw that with John L. Williams last time.
Yep.
Shaved off 2 tacklers and made a gain of about 30 yards. And once again, was going to be tackled for behind the line of scrimmage for not a first down, and makes a big play to keep the Rams drive alive. So it'll be first down and 10. Ball at the Riverview Rams 43. 5:11 to go here in quarter number 1, and we are headed to a timeout on the field.
Well, there's a lot of pressure coming in from the defense. There's no question about that. And the ball had to be released quickly, and sure enough, it was. And they made a great play on that to the outside. We've seen that before. We saw it last week a couple of times. Seems like we got a pretty good rhythm going on here. The offense has been able to really put together a nice drive, consistently moving the ball down the field.
Yeah, their last drive was great, and 2 big third down conversions that they've just picked up. So now it's a fresh set of down for the Riverview Rams. First down and 10 from their own 43-yard line. Rams struck first early in this game after a turnover or a muff punt. Took it down the field, scored a touchdown, but then Sebring answered back in 2 plays to tie this one up at 7-7 where we are with 5:11 to go in the first quarter. Borchers out of the shotgun. Gonna hand it off up the middle, fighting for a couple yards. That is Bo Bloom on the carry. Takes it out to the 49-yard line for a gain of 6 yards.
Bo doing a great job right there. Just kept the wheels turning, keep it going, and turned a nice first down into 2nd and 4.
Porters out of the shotgun. Bo Bloom behind him on the right side. Gonna hand it off once again to Bo Bloom, and Bo Bloom is going to be met at the line of scrimmage, and it's going to be 3rd down and 4 for the Rams.
Very similar play to the previous one, except he took it to the left side, but the defense was prepared that time. They really brought everybody in, and looks like he just remains at the line of scrimmage, bringing up a 3rd and 4, ball on the 49 with 4:24 left in the first quarter.
3rd down and 4, Borchers out of the shotgun. Borchers looks over to the right side, and he's got run, fighting off some tacklers, and that's once again another 3rd down conversion for the Rams. That is their 3rd of the game so far.
Ron staying, just perfect catch. Looking to see if there was some. Yep, he stayed.
Stayed and fought for a couple of.
Did a great
yards.
job, grabbed the ball, and then was able to go on for another 2 or 3 yards. So very good job, Ron.
1st down and 10 at the Sebring 41-yard line. Porters drops back, a screen play for Juwan Glover, and he catches it, makes a cut, and there goes Glover. That is going to be a gain of around 7 to 8 yards, so it'll be 2nd down and short. Juwan Glover making an impact early in this one.
Coming back to the inside for the catch, was able to kind of jump up a little bit to grab that. Once he grabbed it, he was able to reset himself and take it down for another 3 or 4 yards, brings up a 2nd and 3rd, ball on the 34-yard line.
Rams seem to have found their flow on offense. Sebring. Here's Borchers. Borchers looks, a screen play to John L. Williams, and he is going to be lit up behind the line of scrimmage right there for a loss of about 2 yards. And so once again, it will bring up another 3rd down here for the Riverview Rams, which they've converted 3 of those on this drive.
The Sebring corner really read that from the beginning. He was looking at the quarterback right at his eyes and was almost there just as he threw it, which brings up now a 3rd and 5, ball on the 36-yard line.
3rd down and 5. Ball at the Riverview 36-yard line. 3:09 here to go in the first quarter. Borchers drops back. He's looking over to the left side, and it's going to be dropped right there. And so it'll be an interesting decision to see what the Rams are going to do here. 4th down and 5 at the 36-yard line. And it looks like the offense might be staying on the field here. And that appears to be exactly what they are doing. Borchers set up the offense here. A big 4th down, and Riverview showing toughness here early in this game.
And why not?
Borchers out of the shotgun. Hands it off to Juwan Glover in motion, and he is going to be wrapped up, and that was Charles Lester, and he could not pick up the 1st down, and so it'll be 1st down and 10 for Sebring coming up here, as Charles Lester could not pick up the 1st down on that carry.
Now that is a play that has been successful for them in the past, especially last week. It worked very, very well, and he was running hard to the outside. He's had that play before, worked very well for him, but he was met by the defenders on that play, and he was probably shy by about 2 or 3 yards.
Yeah, just short of the 1st down. So it will bring out the Sebring offense. Last drive it was Travis Kearney with a 55-yard rushing touchdown. Quarterback Cameron Kimbrell out of the shotgun here for Sebring. First down and 10. Kimbrell looks, and that is going to be incomplete. And there is a penalty on the play.
Pressure coming in from the outside on the defense there, which...
And that's going to be a personal foul here on the Rams. So an automatic 1st down here for Sebring. We got 2:52 here remaining in quarter number 1. That'll move Sebring up all the way to the 49-yard line. And what was going to be 2nd down and 10 is now 3:15 yards and an automatic 1st down for Sebring. trying to fight for some room, but he is going to be wrapped up right there.
Defensive end did a great job on that play, forcing it to the inside, and then he was met by the linebackers and the defensive backs. Looks like it was about a gain of one or two. Looks like it's a 2nd and 8. Okay, 2nd and 8 ball on the 49-yard line.
Also release on that tackle right there for the Rams. 2:38 here to go in quarter number 1. Ball at midfield. Drops back. A screenplay, and he is going to be met up for a loss behind the line of scrimmage.
Wrapped up nicely by the defense there. Looks like it could be a loss of about...
That was Deshaun and Tyree Smith on the tackle right there.
Both coming in hard and playing a very good defense. 3rd and 10.
3rd down and 10 here, ball at the Sebring 49-yard line.
Excellent pursuit by the defense on that play. Bringing up a 3rd and 10 ball on the 49-yard line.
5 men wide here for Sebring. Cameron can roll alone in the shotgun. And it looks like there's going to be a timeout by Sebring, and there will be.
As we take a timeout right now, we'd like to thank some of our sponsors. Nutter Custom Construction is a locally owned and operated business here in town. Telephone number is 941-924-1868. We'd also like to thank our boosters, Riverview High School Booster Club.
Sarasota for Little Dental Fitness Center for Physical Medicine. Raymond Foster Kickoff for Chick-fil-A located in
So a big 3rd down and 10 coming up here for the Rams defense.
Jim and Charlie Ann Cypret, thank you for your sponsorship here at Riverview. We could not do this without all their help. We'd like to thank everybody. And if you would like to sponsor, please contact Jacqueline Miller at 941-321-8709 or email at weloverhsffootball@gmail.com. Thank you guys very much for your sponsorship. We really appreciate it, and we're always willing to take on more.
3rd down and 10 coming up here for Sebring. The Rams defense looking to get off the field here. Man wide here for Sebring. Out of the shot. Drops back. Brooking under some pressure. Now going to run away with it. And he is met by Tyree Smith. Great open field tackle. And it's going to be 4th down and around 8 yards for Sebring, which will force a punting opportunity. Tyree Smith, the Class 7A tackle leader last year, coming up big for the Rams.
A lot of pressure coming in from Ty Rennick on the outside there, forcing the play to the inside, which gave them about a couple of yards. We're at 4th and 8 right now, ball on the 49-yard line. We got 1 minute and 13 seconds left in the 1st quarter. Sebring now to punt to Riverview.
The punt is away. It is going to be caught right there, and he's going to get to the 16-yard line. That Storms got his helmet taken off on that one.
Number 11, Tyler Blevins.
Another tough game, Addison. Another tough game, just like last week, back and forth. Very good defense on both sides. Offense was able to capitalize on a lot of different things. We've seen a lot of looks, a lot of play action, all kinds of running plays to the inside, outside. Different looks from each side, which makes for a very interesting and exciting game to watch. Right now, as we drop down into about 55 seconds left in the 1st quarter, again, the game is tied up 7-7, and it's now 1st down and 10 ball on the 16-yard line.
Yeah, 55 seconds to go here in quarter 1, which has been an exciting one. And I believe we will be seeing Will Carter here as the quarterback. No, it is going to be... No, it is Will Carter. Carter under the shotgun. Got below Bloom. Carter's going to keep it, and Carter's going to get wrapped up behind the line right there. Good tackle made by Caden Baker.
Met by a slew of the defenders from Sebring right there. Not really anywhere to go. Initially, he was going to take it to the outside, but he was just pushed right back inside and forced a 2nd down and 12 now, ball on the 14-yard line, and just under 30 seconds left in the 1st quarter.
Carter hands it off up the middle. Bo Bloom pushing for some extra yards, but just gets about 1 yard on the carry. So that is going to bring up third down and long, but that's going to take us most likely to the end of the first quarter unless Riverview gets off a really quick play here. And they won't. That will send us to the end of quarter one. It is what has been a very exciting game here at Riverview. We are going to head over to a commercial timeout. It is Riverview 7, Sebring 7.
Big shout out to our friends at the Daiquiri Deck for providing our pregame meal for our players and coaches tonight. Shout out to Cavaro's Pizza and the Dickinson family for the pregame.
Between the Riverview Ram and the Sebring Streaks, a 7-7 score. The Rams scored after a muffed punt. Jerron Glover took it in for the 9-yard rushing touchdown. And then quickly after that, Sebring answered with the 55-yard rushing touchdown. So it's Will Carter out of the shotgun. Bo Bloom over to his left side. Carter drops back. Scrambling out to the right, looking over the middle, and he's got his receiver. Out to the 30-yard line. That is Noah Sterling on the reception, and he is down before that ball comes out. Found him right there on the right corner, wide open, and then Noah Sterling took the Jets and ran over to the 32-yard line for a Riverview Rams first down.
Very patient, took it to the outside, was waiting exactly for what he wanted, and then sure enough, there it was. Excellent first down conversion now. Ball's now at the 33-yard line. Just getting the second quarter started.
As here's Carter. Carter looks to keep this one, makes a cut.
Oh, that's a face mask.
That is going to be a face mask. No, it's not. Does not appear as a flag was not called, so it's going to be second down and 15. And sometimes you're not going to get those breaks that sometimes you should get.
So that brings up a loss right now. Second down and 16, ball on the 27-yard line.
Just played just under a minute here in quarter number 2. Carter in the shotgun. Carter fakes a handoff. Scrambles out to the right side. Looks over to the right side, and he's got his receiver. And it's going to be just shy of the first down. That is John L. Williams on the reception once again.
Way to sell that fake right there to the inside, sucking the defense to the inside. He was able to then go outside, find his receiver. A nice pickup of about 10 yards. So we're at about 3rd and 4 now. Ball's on the 39-yard line.
He's done a great job of scrambling out and making plays on his feet. As here is Carter in the shotgun. Fakes a handoff once again. Looking for a hole, and did he get the first down? They're going to mark him short. And so Riverview's punt team most likely is going to have to come on as it's 4th down and 1 at the Riverview 42-yard line.
I think you said it extremely well right there. He's making plays on his feet, which is...
And it looks like Riverview's going to go for it here.
4th and 1, ball is on the 41. Here we go.
4th down and 1, a big play here for the Rams. Carter hands it off to Bo Bloom, trying to push ahead, and is there a penalty flag on the field?
It looks with the forward progress as though it should be a first down. Yep, it looks like he made it with the forward progress. Offense was able to carry it through.
The fullback right there powers through with the head of steam for a Riverview first down. A gutsy decision right there by Coach Smithers to leave the offense out on the field, but it did certainly pay off there.
I like it.
Carter drops back, scrambling out to the right side. Going to look, and it's going to be incomplete. That was intended for John L. Williams. Is that Charles Lester? Nope, that was intended for John L. Williams. Second down and 10 from the Riverview Rams. 44-yard line.
It certainly seemed like the play was there. They just were not able to convert it. Brings up a 2nd and 10 ball on the 44-yard line.
Carter out of the shotgun. Going to keep it. And Carter is going to be wrapped up for a loss right there. That is Bailey Wiggles on the tackle for a loss.
Well, we haven't seen a lot of that. We see him rolling out to the outside quite a bit. He was able to always get something to the outside. On that play there, he went straight up the gut and was met by the defenders, which brings up now a 3rd and about 11 ball on the 42-yard line.
3rd down and 11. Carter out of the shotgun. Drops back under some pressure. Throws it over to Bo Bloom. Bo Bloom trying to power ahead. There is a flag on the play. And that is on Riverview. The Rams punt team will have to come out and wait on the flag.
Nice game by Bo Bloom on that one right there. He took it for a gain of about 5 yards. And even as he met his resistance from the defense, he was able to still kind of chug along there and get another yard or so. So
that is going to be on Sebring. Possible illegal hands to the face is what
It looks as though.
It looks like this is going to be a Riverview first down if I saw what the ref signaled there, right. Ref still.
They're still talking about it.
Talking about it, figuring things out.
Okay, they're signaling for the call right now. Let's see. Okay, so first down, illegal hands.
Illegal hands to the. Yep. And so that should be an automatic first down. And it will be for the Riverview Rams. So the Rams catch a bit of a break and stay on the field now, and will have first down and 10 from the Sebring 43-yard line.
So we've seen some things that are very interesting that I'm finding very interesting anyway. 4th down, they go for it, they get it. We're almost in another 4th down situation here. Penalty.
Gets to stay on the field.
And stays on the field for a new set of downs.
And we mentioned it against Palmetto. Who can take advantage of the opportunities that are given to you? Riverview has done that so far. Capitalizing and at least putting 3 points on the board here would be doing just that. And they've done that all season long, converting on other teams' mistakes. And we saw it a lot versus Palmetto. They had a penalty, it seemed like every other play.
Yep.
And you want to do the same thing here. Here's Will Carter in the shotgun. Travis Smith in motion. Play action. Carter scrambling under some pressure, and he is going to be wrapped up. Sack for a loss right there.
Well, he faked the handoff. Faked the handoff to the inside, and he sold it very well. Bought himself a few seconds there, and he was waiting for somebody out there, but by then the defense was able to close in and sack him behind the line of scrimmage, which now brings up a long 2nd down and 18 balls on the 49-yard line.
Looked like he was trying to find Ron on that on the receiving end, but could not do it. Here is Carter, rolls out to the left, looking for his receiver, and he's got Noah Sterling, spins off a tackle, stays on his feet, gets past midfield to about the 46, 47-yard line, so it'll set up 3rd down and around 12 yards here.
He's so comfortable on his feet. I mean, we've watched this time and time again. He rolls out to the outside. He's got great footing, great vision downfield, is able to pick apart the defense mentally and go ahead and make his completion. That was an excellent play. Brings up a 3rd and 13 ball on the 46-yard line.
3rd down and 13. Carter on the shotgun. He's got 2 men wide. Travis Smith in motion. Carter drops back. Looks on the side, and then it's intercepted.
It was just a little short. Just a little short. Enough for the defense to jump up and grab it. He had a man open on the outside, but
just misfired it. That was Josiah Taylor who came up with the interception right there.
Yeah, Taylor was right there in a good position. He had to jump up to grab it. It was just a little short. That's the problem.
So with 7:21 here remaining in quarter number 2, it'll be Sebring to start the ball on their own 46-yard line, looking to take advantage of Riverview's mistake. Travis Kearney behind Cameron Kimball in the shotgun. Kimball's going to hand it off, trying to bounce to the left side, and he finds some room. There he goes once again. Travis Kearney, another big gain right there, and it's going to be another first down for Sebring.
He was initially stopped behind the line of scrimmage. It appeared to be, by all accounts, a great job by the defense getting back there, but he bounced it out to the outside and took it for a first down. We're now at first and 10 home on the 46-yard line. We've got 7 minutes and 13 seconds left in this half.
A little bit of confusion here. The offensive line for Sebring. Now it's Kimball. Hands it off once again, trying to shave off some tacklers, and he does once again stay on his feet when he should have been tackled behind for a loss. Picks up around 3 yards on that play.
Once again, a lot of pressure that came in from the defense. Both of these defenses use a base 4-4, and they've been doing a great job at applying a lot of pressure to the quarterbacks. And on this play here, again, but Sebring was able to kind of just slither their way through it and gain a first down, which brings up first and 10 on the 43-yard line. 6 minutes and 49 seconds left in the half.
First down and 10 coming up here for Sebring. Kimball rolls now under some pressure. Rolls over to the right side. He's it over the right side, and it's almost intercepted right there. That was Charlie Cooper who almost got his hands on that one. It's going to be second down and 10. He had a lot of time scrambling in the pocket, trying to fire it over to Kavarius White, but could not hit his target. It'll be second down and 10 from the Riverview 43-yard line, just about halfway through quarter number 2.
There just wasn't anything there for him. And he kept scrambling around, looking, made the throw. A little bit short on that throw and almost intercepted.
Second down and 10. Kimball out of the shotgun. Travis Kearney right behind him. Gonna hand it off up the middle, and he's fighting for just a couple of yards on that carry. A carry of 4 yards, and it will bring up third down and 6 from the Riverview 39-yard line.
Nice job on that play from number 25. Looks like a stand-up running back and was able to really get through the line of scrimmage there pretty nicely. Brings up a 3rd and 7.
Kimball looks over to the sideline for the play. And it looks like a timeout. It is a timeout by Sebring with 5:49 remaining here in quarter number 2. Sebring is threatening. It's 7 Riverview, 7 Sebring.
Ladies and gentlemen, once again, we'd like to thank our sponsors. Nutter Custom Construction. It's a local owned and operated construction company. Telephone number is 941-924-1868. Nutter Custom Construction. You can also find them at nuttercustomconstruction.com. We also like to thank the Riverview High School boosters, Jim and Charlie and Cypher. Thank you for your sponsorship. Again, if you're interested in sponsoring, please contact Jacqueline Miller at 941-321-8709 or email weloverhsfootball@gmail.com. Thanks again for all our sponsors.
So a big 3rd down and 7 coming up here for the Rams defense, looking to get off the field and force a possible punt. But Sebring is also in very possible 4th down territory. It's Kimball out of the shotgun. Frederick Hankerson behind him. He's going to hand it off to Hankerson, and he is met up for a loss. The Rams defense swarms all over him. and it will be a loss of about 2 yards, and it will be 4th down. Coming up here for Sebring, a great job by the Rams defense to explode through the line and get the tackle for a loss. It's 4th down and 9.
And that's exactly right. Exploded right through the line. They came through there, applied a lot of pressure. There was nowhere for them to go. Great job on the defense. I'll tell you, if you're a fan of defensive football, this is a fantastic game for you.
Absolutely. You're going to get that at a Riverview every single game. Again, Sebring started with the ball at around midfield, and once again, they got 1 first down on that drive. Beautiful job by the defense. It's Lester back to return. And that one is going to take a bounce to the 3, 2, and down at about the 2 to 1 yard line right there. An absolutely beautiful punt right there, and it sets the Rams up to travel a long distance here with 4:51 here remaining in quarter number 2. And there's going to be a holding penalty against the Rams, which is going to bounce them up even further. So that'll be half the distance. Riverview's going to start the drive at the 1 yard line. They're going to have to go 99 yards if they're going to want to punch one in here. It'll actually be set at the 2 yard line.
Nothing has been easier for these offenses when it gets started. I'll tell you what, this is going to be difficult here for the Riverview Rams offense. Let's see what happens.
Joe Borchard's coming in at quarterback for the Rams. Again, the Rams consistently switching their quarterbacks. It'll be Borchard on one drive and Will Carter on the other.
And yes, you're right, they are on the 1 yard line.
And we'll have timeout with you. Water break.
And there will be a water break.
As we take a water break timeout, I'd like to also mention Wild Honda Sarasota. GoWildHonda.com. Thank you for your sponsorship to the Riverview Rams football.
So, 99 yards to get a touchdown here. What is the Rams' approach to make sure they don't get a safety, but can try and convert and get some points on the board before half?
We're going to go to commercial.
You got to make sure that you don't give up a safety here and give Sebring the lead here going into halftime, but you also want to go down and try and get at least 3 points. Borchers gonna hand it off to the fullback, and he is going to be wrapped up at the 1 yard line.
I think he got forward progress on that one.
That's going to be forward progress, and the ref will acknowledge that. So it'll be a 2nd down and 10 coming up from the 1 yard line once again.
Back to your question. It's the hardest question you've asked me so far today, because I mean, what do you do? I mean, you're right. Here we go with a 2nd and 9 ball on the 2. We got 1 yard. You're going to have to play it safe. Just like you said, it's ball control.
Absolutely. Borchers hands it off up the middle again. And he's going to be wrapped up for a gain of 1 yard line.
That's going to be close.
Sebring wanted a safety right there, but could not get it. So it'll be 3rd down and 9 coming up here for the Rams.
3rd and 9 on the 2 yard line.
And it looks like they're bringing in Will Carter here, so possibly a quarterback keeper here would be the move for the Rams to try and spice things up and possibly get out of the end zone. Carter talking to Charles Lester, setting up the play. Carter on the shotgun, down to 9. Carter drops back, rolls over to the right side, looking for his receiver, dancing in the end zone, and he fumbles it, and it's a touchdown. That is picked up right there by Joshua Carter.
The refs are thinking about it. Was he down? It's either going to be a safety or a touchdown, and it's a touchdown.
Will Carter dancing around in the end zone, was a little hesitant to make his decision, and that will give Sebring the lead, 13-14, with the extra point incoming.
And he was rolling out to the outside, which he does very well. He was very comfortable. And he should have just thrown it out. I mean, I'm not sure if he was going to try to run with it to the outside. which brings up a field goal now attempt by Sebring.
So John Carlos Sanchez to kick the extra point attempt for Sebring. Kick is up, and the kick is good.
Let me just go back to that play again for a moment. I thought as the play was developing, it was a great call because he had plenty of room on the outside to run. He was very, very comfortable on the outside. We've seen that throughout this entire game. He had plenty of time to get rid of the ball, okay? And the pressure came in, which forced a fumble recovery for a touchdown. I like the play.
It was a good play call. He was just a little indecisive on what he wanted to do, which didn't force the turnover. Obviously, you were hoping that he was going to be down for a safety, so it wouldn't have been a touchdown. But Sebring converts off the miscue by the Rams, and now the Rams are going to get the ball back with 3:32 here remaining in the first half. The Rams do not get the ball to start the second half.
Right.
They got the ball to start this game, so getting at least 3 points is very important here for the Rams to make some noise before halftime.
So both teams have been able to, as we say all last week, as we've been saying, capitalize on some miscues that have occurred, which brings now a 14-7 ball game.
Alrighty, so it is Charles Lesser deep and back to return here for the Rams.
There's 3 minutes and 32 seconds left in the half. Riverview Rams will have the ball. Let's see what happens.
And Sanchez boots that one away. And it's going to be caught right there and taken out to about the 30-yard line. That is Aiden Steiner on the return. So can the Rams offense with 3:28 here respond and tie this game up heading into halftime? They were up by 2 at halftime against Palmetto. Looking to have this one side up. It'll be Joe Borchers coming out at quarterback for the Rams.
So plenty of time, 3 minutes and 28 seconds left in the half. It'll be a first down and 10 on the 29-yard line. Let's see what they can do.
Here's Borchers out of the shotgun. Borchers drops, pump fake. Good pump fake right there, but throws it way out of bounds. So it'll be second down and 10. His intended target right there was Charles Lester.
And he was covered. There were 3 defenders all over him. That was actually a great decision to go ahead and just get rid of the ball. Let's not force any other turnovers at this point.
Second down and 10, ball at the Riverview 29-yard line. Sebring showing some pressure. They're going to hand it off up the middle. That is Bo Bloom, and he's going to be stopped forward progress at around the 32-yard line for a gain of 3 yards, and it'll bring up third down and 7 here coming up for the Rams.
Just a simple handoff to the inside, which gains about 2 yards, brings up a third down and 8, ball on the 31-yard line with about 2 minutes and 57 seconds left in the half.
Borchers drops back, looks over to the right side, got a man, but just overthrows him. So a 3 and out, that pass intended for Noah Sterling. And it'll be a 3 and out, and the Riverview punt team headed onto the field.
The throw was a little bit high, and it was about 2 yards shy of the first down. So with that, brings up a fourth down and 8, balls on the 31-yard line, and the punt team comes out for the Riverview Rams.
Now giving Sebring some, time to possibly pattern up this lead before heading into halftime. And remember, they do receive the ball, so Riverview getting a stop here on the defensive side of the ball is huge. That is punted away. Good punt right there. It takes a Riverview bounce all the way to the 17-yard line.
Nice punt. A lot of pressure coming in right there, but he was able to get it off. And very nice punt. Ball's now on the 31-yard line. I'll bring up a first and 10. Sebring with 2 minutes and 28 seconds left in the first half. Plenty of time. Let's see what happens here.
Yeah, even possible for Riverview to get a stop and possibly attempt at scoring on their own. But the important thing for Riverview right now, get a stop going to halftime only down by 7. So Sebring's last touchdown was a fumble recovered for a touchdown, which has given them the 14-7 lead with 2:28 here remaining in the first half. They have the ball at the Sebring 16-yard line.
First and 10, Blue Streaks.
Kimbrell drops back, looking over to the left side, and he throws that one away, incomplete.
And the pass is going to go incomplete.
Defense applied a lot of pressure. He was forcing the quarterback to scramble all the way to about the 3 or 4 yard line and just getting rid of it in time before they had a big loss on their hands. So it brings up a 2nd down and 10. The ball's on the 16-yard line with 2 minutes and 19 seconds. And once again, strong work by the defense.
2nd down and 10 here coming up for Sebring. Cameron Kimbrell out of the shotgun. He's got Travis Kearney. He's going to hand it off to him. Looking for a hole, and he's some positive yards right there for a gain of about 7 yards. So it'll be 3rd down and 3. Or 3rd down and 5. Looks like he got a lot more yards on that.
Yeah, nice job of making something out of very little. He was able to just keep moving his feet and get about to the 25-yard line. Here we go.
Screenplay, and he slips and falls. Grady Bloom was there to meet him, and that's going to be a 4th down. Riverview most likely is going to call a timeout here and have some time to possibly score before we reach halftime.
Loss of about 5 on the play.
So that brings up a 4th down and 2. That was a loss of 5 balls on the 16-yard line, excuse me. Again, nice job by the defense staying home on that play.
First timeout. 2 timeouts remaining.
And bringing up a 4th down. So, you have to look at it as though the defense did its job. It's been doing its job.
Absolutely. It's only given up 7 points. The offense gave up the other 7 to Sebring. The Riverview Rams defense did its job, giving Riverview another chance to put on some points here. They're backed up. They've got a punt from about the 16-yard line. Riverview can get some good field position. They still got 2 timeouts, plenty of time to go strike down and at least get 3 here and tighten this game up before we head to halftime.
And once again, both defenses have been playing very well. They both play a 4-4 base defense, and they've been able to really apply a lot of pressure using that style of defense. Both of them have done a great job, which brings us to where we are now. With special teams has been able to contribute as well, but there's also been some miscues on both sides, and the other side has been able to capitalize. So here we go. We got a punt now from Sebring, and let's see what happens with 1 minute and 30 seconds left.
Sanchez to boot it away. The Rams bring no pressure. It'll be Lester on the return.
There you go.
And there is a flag in the backfield. But down goes Mr. CL3, shaving off the tackler and gets hit at the 20-yard line. But there is a penalty flag on the play, so this very well might be coming back. But Mr. CL3, Charles Lester, with a nice return.
Well, you can see what he's, and you know what, though? You can see what he's capable of doing. I mean, he was spinning, he was moving to the inside and the outside, using everything he had to gain a nice chunk of yardage, but it appears as though it will be coming back.
Yeah, that's an illegal block in the back right there by the Rams.
Okay.
So instead of starting the ball at the, inside the 20-yard line,
yep,
you're now starting back at the 30-yard line. Back behind the 30-yard line, it's going to be at the 29-yard line. So still 1 minute 14, 2 timeouts. It will be Will Porter headed back down onto the field, trying to spark some rhythm in this offense, headed into halftime.
Look, from a Riverview Rams standpoint, you got to be happy with what you're seeing special teams-wise. They are able to move the ball and make some very effective plays on special teams. Now, unfortunately on that one, there was a penalty that brought it back, but it has added a different aspect to this game.
As here is Carter. Drops back. He fumbles that one as he was applying with some pressure. And it's going to be Sebring football. Carter had some pressure that he did not see coming from the right side. And now Sebring, a great chance to tack on to their lead before halftime.
Well, he stepped to the inside to prepare for a pass, and he got hit from the back.
Defensive coordinator Mark Cristiani trying to get the defense type for a big step here, and that's needed. A touchdown here would be killer for the Rams. It would make it 21-14, and Sebring gets the ball to start half number 2.
And he never saw it coming. It was just clearly right from the backside there. Defense just kept pursuing and was able to make a very nice play. And now here we go. First down and 10, ball on the 26-yard line.
It's Kimball. He hands it off, and it's fumbled! And it is picked up by Sebring. Riverview could not fall on top of it. They had a sea of green in front of them, but a huge break for Sebring.
Did you see who made that initial hit there?
He lit him up, and number 18 is down. That is Wilney Franconis. What a hit right there. I believe that was Abner DeMarcus.
Wow.
But man, he got lit up, and it appeared that Riverview was going to recover that and take it the distance, but they just could not get their hands on it. However, that does bring, with 56 seconds, the ball to the 39-yard line, knocks Sebring out of field goal range. Remember, Riverview still does have 2 timeouts, so still if you get a turnover here, still a possibility Riverview could get some points on, but right now, Riverview coming away with no points given up for Sebring on this drive would be huge momentum headed into halftime.
Excellent job. It was such a great pop. Ball came out. There were 3 players that had an opportunity on that ball, but I think everybody tried to pick it up and run with it. I mean,
I'm glad to see.
Yes, there was a man down on the field.
Wilney Franconis doesn't appear. Yeah, but it doesn't appear he's putting any pressure on that left leg. Prayers up to him. And he got lit up right there.
Yeah.
I mean, that was some hit right there. You could hear it up here in the press box. Lit up. A huge opportunity missed for the Rams to take the turnover and really change the direction of this game, but still a good chance for the Rams to get off the field here and not give up any points into halftime, which would be huge.
Well, let's hope he's okay. He was able to walk off with some assistance, and we want the best for him and hope that he returns into the game.
Absolutely. 48 seconds to go. Sebring not in a rush here. Out of the shotgun. Gonna hand it off up the middle, and he's got some open room. Makes a cut at the 20. The 10, he's got one man to beat. Can Cooper tackle him? He can. The fumbled! And now it's a touchdown or no. They're going to wave him out of bounds at the 2-yard line.
All the way down. They're going to see that he is out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
That was Travis Kenny.
Yep, he has been
25.
tearing it up.
He is a strong runner, let me tell you.
He had the 55-yard rushing touchdown and almost had another big one there. And now Sebring with 29.6 seconds looking to make this a 14-point lead going in halftime. Remember, Sebring does receive the first half kick.
He really showed his speed on that play. I mean, up until now, he's been getting some very good yardage and piling it right down the middle. On that one, he cut it straight to the outside, was really able to make a very positive play, which now
and they'll
brings up
keep it, and he is met at the line of scrimmage, probably behind it. That was Caden Dunlap, met up behind the line, so it's now going to be second down and goal from the 2-yard line, and I believe Sebring called a timeout, but I believe that's their 3rd and final timeout. So if Riverview can get a tackle for a loss or get a sack here, that's really going to force Sebring into a tough situation where they might not even be able to get off a field goal.
With a 2nd and 1, I mean,
right, but what I'm saying is if they get a sack,
sure,
right,
sure.
You know, they sack with 16 seconds, they gotta go up and spike it. Can they get the players back in on time as the clock continues to run? Remember, they have just used up their final timeout.
That's right.
So if Riverview can get a sack here, that puts them in great position to possibly, again, come away without giving up any points. Right now, even only giving up 3 here would be huge for the Rams.
Oh, absolutely. And even on that last play, they were able to pop the ball out of there again, except he had just gotten out of bounds.
So the ball is at the 2-yard line. The Sebring offense making its way back on.
All right, so just to recap here, it's a 2nd and 1, ball on the 1-yard line with 23 seconds left to go.
Caden Dunlap looks like he's going to take the direct snap. And he might be met up behind the line, trying to fight for the pylon. And there's a flag. And it looks like they're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. There's a flag on the play. Let's see what this is. He made no signal as if they did rule it a touchdown. Let's see what the penalty is. and it appears it's going to be on the Rams.
The play was to the right side. He was able to take it all the way, hit the pylon. The pylon is still on the ground, so it does show that he did make a touchdown. There was a penalty, or do we have confirmation yet as to what exactly it was?
Well, I'm pretty sure they signaled for the touchdown. However, a long discussion going on right here, so let's see.
Illegal shift?
Illegal shift on the offense
And personal foul.
targeting, and so this is probably going to offset.
And then a personal foul penalty against
So
the
that's
Rams.
going to...
Second down.
Yeah, okay, gotcha.
So 17.1, so they will replay second down here.
Okay, so just to review that real quick, there was 2 penalties. One on the offense for an illegal shift on the offense, and then a personal foul on the defense. Those were offsetting penalties, which brings it second down and 1, ball on the 1-yard line. 17 seconds left to go in the half.
Again, that's why tackling downs, especially now, is huge. Once again, it is Caden Dunlap taking the direct snap. Normally plays wide receiver. Gonna take it up the middle, and he is stopped short. I don't believe Sebring has a timeout.
I don't think he got it.
He is short. 8 seconds. They're trying to get up and at least spike it. I don't know if they're going to be able to. 2 seconds. 1 second, and they will not.
This is exactly what Addison said. Addison, you called it. You called it.
Huge by the Riverview defense. They make a goal line stop and send it into halftime. I mentioned all they had to do was tag the ball off of that play. Sebring had no timeouts. They made a huge momentum going into halftime.
I got to give my co-broadcaster here credit because he called it. He said, this is what's going to happen. There's only one thing left to do, and that's to stop them on the 1-yard line, force them to run out of time because they've already used up all their timeouts, and that's exactly what happened. Incredible. I mean, defensively, this is awesome. Sorry, folks. I know it sounds like we're going nuts over here in the broadcast room, but that was some exciting football.
That was a huge play here, and you look at it. They got a touchdown there. It's 21-7. They received the kickoff to start the half. Getting the stop on that play is just astronomically huge. Yes, they received the kick, but a huge stop by the Riverview Rams defense to not even allow 3 on that is just absolutely huge and gives the Rams so much momentum. They turned the ball over twice in that half, so they can now regroup, rebound in the second half, and hopefully take this win against Sebring.
Fantastic first half. Folks, we're going to go ahead and take a commercial timeout. Thank you.
We continue with modern British band Coldplay. Long live life is the message behind their hit, Viva La Diva. As our bagpipers transition with tunes, we will rock you into orange and blue, featuring our Highland dancers on the soldier.
Hey, I don't know about you, but I'd like to send a shout out to the cheerleading squad. They've been doing such a fantastic job today. They were just doing a little Sweet Caroline on the sidelines there. It was a nice ending to the halftime show, and I got to tell you, this first half has been unbelievable. We talk about defense. We talk about just things changing at a moment's notice. You called it. I said it at the end of the half. You made it happen. I don't know how you did it, but you did it.
Yeah, and that stop really was huge for the Riverview Rams because you were looking at a possible 2-score game, and then Sebring starting with the ball to start the second half. That could have been devastating, but getting that stop gives you the momentum that you need, and now you can rebound here in the second half and fix up those issues and possibly come out with the win here at home against Sebring, as the second half looking like it's going to get going here in just a little bit. It will be Stone Springman to boot it away here for the Rams as soon as we take the field. So, whoa, second half keys to the game for the Rams.
Okay, let's go ahead and get some consistency going with the offense. I think once they've been able to utilize just a nice consistent drive, they've been able to capitalize it. Continue with the defense. They've been playing relentless for the past 2 weeks, and it showed again today in this first half, stopping on the 1-yard line. Amazing. So yes, defensively, continue doing what you're doing. The offense, let's go ahead and ball control. Let's go ahead and methodically move the ball down the field, consistent, and let's see what happens.
Absolutely. Got to limit some of the turnovers as well. There were 2 in half number 1, so obviously we want to crank down on those numbers, but it'll be Stone Springman to kick this one away as we get half number 2 underway from the Ramble in game number 2 here. Stone Springman.
Here we go, beginning of the third quarter.
Boats it away, and we are underway. Half number 2, it's caught at the 4-yard line. Gonna be brought out to about the 26-yard line.
So the Riverview Ram defense comes out on the field.
Coming after a huge stop. That was Kavarius White on the return. But again, Riverview's defense has made some crucial stops. The really only miscue that the defense has had tonight is not picking up that fumble recovery. But again, still didn't turn into any points. And then that missed tackle behind the line of scrimmage, which then led for Travis Kearney to rush for the 55-yard rushing touchdown. The only offensive touchdown for Sebring on the night. Yeah, this Cameron Kimbrell in the shotgun. Gonna hands it off, makes a cut to the middle, and stays on his feet, and then it's wrapped up for a gain of about 3 yards.
Play initially was to go to the left side on the outside there. He cut it back in. Defense stayed true to where they were supposed to be. They were very disciplined on that and were able to make the stop at about 28-yard line.
28-yard line. That
So
was Kavarius White on the carry.
2-yard gain brings up a 2nd and 8.
Second down and 8. Ball at the Sebring 28-yard line. Kimball hands it off, and he is met behind the line, but again breaking free, fighting for a couple extra yards. Once again, the Sebring running backs have just been able to fight off tacklers. Once again, that is Travis Kearney. It seems like every time Riverview's got him in the backfield, and then they lose him, but it is 3rd down and 4 coming up here from Sebring. Riverview looking to force a 3-and-out. Coming off of that halftime break.
Exactly right. That play was stopped behind the line of scrimmage. He was able to wiggle his way through and brings up a 3rd and 4. Here we go.
Gonna run the ball up the middle, trying to bounce to the outside, and he's sending up more tacklers, and finally ripped out of bounds, and then they call a flag. That's gonna be most likely a late hit out of bounds.
Might be a late hit. I'll tell you, it looked like the entire defense made it on that play. Did we get the call yet? Here he goes.
Yup, dead ball personal foul, and they're going to call that against the Rams. So they had stopped him on 3rd down, but an automatic 1st down after the dead ball personal foul.
We've not seen a lot of penalties by this defense in these last 2 weeks. Nothing really consistent. This was just aggressive football right there. Everybody pursued to the play, and unfortunately somebody got in there maybe just a bit too late. But again, just a very good pursuit by the defense. Unfortunately, there was a penalty as a result of it, which brings about 1st and 10 ball smack dab on the 50-yard line.
Kimbrell looks over to the side for the play, and
It could be encroachment.
it looks like that's going to be a false start. Riverview Rams
False
thinking
start.
that's what it's going to
Yep.
be, and it is a false start, and so Sebring backs up 5 yards. It'll be 1st down and 15 from the Sebring 45-yard line. Both teams coming into this game with a mark of 2-1. Sebring lost their last outing to Bartow 20-13. Riverview coming off a win against Palmetto here at the Ramble 22-19. Out of the shotgun here on 1st down and 15, it's Kimbrell. Kimbrell hands it off up the middle, and he's going to be stopped for a gain of 1 yard. That was Travis Kearney on the carry, and I believe that's the first carry I've seen him not
be able to
shave
get
off a
through.
tackler and get for 10 yards, but great adjustment right there by the Rams defense to be able to contain him. It'll now bring up 2nd down and 14, 10-15 here remaining in quarter number 3.
Again, great job on the defense. And you got to understand, this offensive line of Sebring is huge. These are huge guys. The offensive line is enormous, and the defense has really been able to hold tight against them.
Handoff up the middle once again, and that is Kearney once again up the middle. He picks up 4 yards, maybe 3, and that's going to bring up a long 3rd down as Riverview has another chance to get off the field here. 3rd down and 11 coming up from midfield for Sebring. Student section up on their feet and making some noise. 14-7 the score. The Blue Streaks are out in front of the Rams.
Here we go, back on the 50-yard line, brings up 3rd and 10. Let's see what we got here.
Kimbrell drops back, looking. He's got a receiver. That is Kearney. Kearney trying to shave off some tacklers, and he cannot.
He's going to be dropped by the line of scrimmage for a loss of a yard on the play.
Great tackle right there by the Rams behind the line of scrimmage, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
That was a loss of 1 right there. It appeared as though he might have been able to get through that, and then all of a sudden the defensive backs came in and just swarmed around him, and it looked like it was a loss of 1. So we're now at a 4th and 12 ball on the 48, loss of 2.
Looked like that was Deshaun Olive on the tackle. Looks like Charles Lester back to return here for the Rams. So the Rams do their job on defense, get the stop. Now it's the offense's job to go redeem that. Boots that one away. It takes a Riverview bounce, and it's going to be tapped at the 27-yard line. So the Rams will come out onto the field with the chance to tie this one up. 14-7 the score. The Rams get a stop on defense and have the ball at the 27-yard line.
As we prepare now with 8 minutes and 19 seconds to go, once again, I'd like to thank all our sponsors here tonight. Nutter Custom Construction, locally owned and operated. Also like to thank our boosters, Riverview High School boosters. If you're interested in becoming a sponsor, please contact Jackie Weller. We love HRSfootball at gmail.com.
And there's a big play by the Rams up the middle. That is a gain of around 20 yards by
Ron coming hard on that one. Excellent play. Moving the chains. 1st down and 10 now. Ball's going to be on the 49-yard line.
Exactly what you wanted to see out of the offense. A quick 20-yard run for a 1st down. Here's Will Carter out of the shotgun. And that is a bad snap right there. He was looking for Lester on the sweep, but bad snap. Just wanted to come down and make sure he did not turn the ball over, so it'll be 2nd down and around 14-15.
They were setting it quickly. They were, using their no-huddle offense, and and it might have been that just there was something off right there because the snap was off. And now we're at a 2nd down, 15 ball on the 44-yard line.
Carter under the shotgun. Sebring showing pressure, another bad snap.
Boy.
He escapes out of the pressure, but not for long, and he is wrapped up for a big loss. 2 snaps in a row that has set the Rams back 10 yards now.
Big loss, but it could have been a whole lot worse. That's for sure. But again, 2 bad snaps in a row. I don't know if it's because
They just looked high.
they did just a bit high, yeah. Now we're at a 3rd down and 20 balls on the 39-yard line.
It'll be interesting to see if the Rams are aggressive here or they'll just do a run up the middle and put this one away. 3rd down and 20. Will Carter in the shotgun. He's got Jaden Birch to his left side. He's got 3 receivers out to the left. Carter rolling over to the left. Looking, and he's got Jerron Glover. But that is going to be very well short of the 1st down. And so that will cause Riverview to have to punt this one away. So bad snaps really killed Riverview's momentum on that drive.
It started out so well. I mean, they were able to, 20-yard gain on that first possession?
Yeah, absolutely. And they really set a tone, and then the bad snap, and then, you're faced with the 3rd down and 20, and that's tough to convert any day of the week.
Yeah. So now brings up a 4th down, 13 ball on the 46-yard line. The Rams will be punting it off.
That one is booted away. Backs up the punt return. Oh, he fumbled one, and he fumbled it again!
Same thing.
Are you serious? Are you serious? Another fumble recovery. I believe it was Charlie Cooper who came on top of that one. And Riverview is gifted with beautiful field position once again inside the 10-yard line. Knocking at the 6-yard line. 1st down and goal for the Rams.
He called for a fair catch, but they kept on coming, and sure enough, when he dropped it, they were there to get it. Special teams has been making...
Again? They did it again.
They did it. They've been making the difference here in this game.
And let's give credit where credit is due. Brady Blue, or punter, has made them back. His punts have been very good in this game. His first one wasn't great, but his last 2 have been exceptionally well. It forced the punt returner to back up.
Yes.
He was then catching it while backing up, which throws everything off.
And he called it kind of late on that fair catch.
Late twice.
Yes.
Was backing up on both of them, fumbled both of them, and now Riverview's get another chance, and now can tie this game up with 5:46 to go in the 3rd quarter. I mean,
but also give credit again, like you said, special teams, they were very disciplined to continue running. They did give the receiver 2 yards of leeway, but they were there in the event that there was a fumble, and sure enough, they were able to recover and capitalize on it, which brings up the 1st down.
Another bad snap. Will Carter, though, does hand it
and that's it.
Birch for the touchdown! Birch runs it in for 6, and we are tied up pending on the extra point. Another bad snap, but Will Carter was able to control it, make the handoff to Jaden Birch. Great composure right there, and Riverview is a Stone Spring mid-made extra point away from being tied up. Way to convert off the mistake by Springman.
Once again, credit to the special teams for making this happen. They stayed disciplined, they did their job, and they were exactly where they needed to be when something like that happened, which in this situation was a fumble.
And the extra point is up. It is low, but it is good. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are tied up. It is 14-14 here at the Ram Bowl. Riverview capitalizes on the Sebring fumble once again.
Yep.
Jaden Birch punched it in. And just like that, what looked like a dead drive now has a timeout game.
Let me just go back for a moment to the last play in the 1st half where the defense just absolutely stopped them on the 1-yard line. Okay, creating an incredible momentum going into the 2nd half. All right, the offense was able to move the ball very nicely, but then forced to punt the ball away. Special teams runs down there, stays disciplined, and takes advantage of a fumble that then turns into a touchdown, ladies and gentlemen. That's where we're at right now, 14-14. 5 minutes and 40 seconds left as we look at the cheerleaders. They're doing such a great job. Thank you for what you do, the cheerleading squad.
Listen, so much credit has got to go to Brady Blue. His punts have been so long that it's forced both of those turnovers.
And let me tell you something,
so
he's been getting pressure. I don't know if you noticed it, but there's always been at least one guy within a couple of yards of him every time he punts the ball. So, but he continues to punt it successfully without even any concern about.
And Sebring pulls that one into the end zone, so it'll be a touchback as the Blue Streaks will take possession at the 20-yard line.
Well, talk about exciting.
Now,
I mean,
what a
let's
game
face it,
again. We've had two thrilling home openers. The student section hyped up right now.
I mean,
great atmosphere, great everything. And let's give credit to the Sebring defense as well. Sebring's defense has played phenomenal, given two very tough circumstances where they have let up touchdowns.
Yes.
It really has not been their fault. But it is first down and 10. They're going to hand it off up the middle once again. And here's man up. Just gets 1 yard. He is tackled up right there by Tyree Smith.
nowhere to go. Nowhere to go. Met a nice little wall of defenders and took him right down. Got about a yard or so. 2 yards are giving them, so it brings it to second down and 8, ball on the 22-yard line.
Sebring sending up the offense here. It is Cameron Kimball, number 7.
Set up in the I formation here.
Calls a man in motion.
Actually, it's an off. Yep,
They're going to pitch it. Trying to find a hole. Find some extra running room, and he's trying to drag to the first down. And he did not get it.
close.
Very close. It looks like he's a yard or 2 short. Yep. And so it's going to be 3rd down and 2 here, coming up from the 28-yard line.
Yes, third
I
and
believe that was Kaden Dunlap on the carry. Here we go, a big 3rd down coming up here for the Riverview Rams defense. Kimball hands it off. And he is going to be dragged out of bounds, and they're going to give him the first down marker. That is Frederick Hankerson, who carries it up for a first down on the left side.
ran into the left side, went straight out the side there, got about 2 yards. He was met by a defender initially, but just enough to get a first down. Ball's now on the 33-yard line. Oh,
And there is an injured player here for the Rams.
I think he cramped up.
Trying to get a number on that for you guys. That is number 38, Deshaun Long.
Looks like he might have had a little hamstring cramp there. He's loosening it up right now. And it's hot out there. It's humid. It definitely is. I mean, we had rain that came in today and cooled things off, but then as soon as it dried out, it became extremely humid out there. So hydration is key right now. So we're back to 1st and 10, ball on the 33, correct?
Yep, 1st down and 10, 4:04 here to go in quarter number 3. Riverview just tied the game up on their last possession after yet another muffed punt by Sebring. Kimball out of the shotgun, pitches it over to Kavarius White. White hits up the right side, gets to about the 41-yard line, and that's going to be a gain of 8 yards. So it'll be 2nd down and very short.
I mean, it was basically like a shuttle pass, essentially, and he was able to go right to the outside, gain of, let's see,
8 yards.
About 8 yards, yeah, so nicely successful play. The offensive line was able to hold firm there against the defense. It's just a huge offensive line.
2nd down and 2. Hands it off up the middle. That is again Frederick Hankerson, who powers his way through to the 44-yard line for a first down for Sebring.
That'll be a first down, yeah.
The running game has really been the way for Sebring, really been the only way. I can only name a few times where they've thrown that ball in the air. It has not been often. They really like to power it through up the middle, not even a lot to the side.
Yeah,
they just hand it off to Frederick Hankerson or Travis Kearney up the middle, and they power ahead. 1st down and 10. Ball at the Sebring 44-yard line. 3:05 here to go in quarter number 3. Kimbrell takes it on the shotgun once again. Handoff up the middle. That is to Kearney, powering his way through, and he's going to get around 4 yards on that carry again. Hit about at a gain of 1 or 2 and just pushed on through, determination to get a couple of extra yards.
Going back to what you were just saying, it's exactly right. And we don't want to minimize it or make it sound as though, they're just a one-sided offense. But these running backs have the capabilities of making things happen. Even if it's a run up the middle or even something to the outside, they can readjust and reposition themselves, and they've been able to really carry the ball successfully. And then, of course, you've got this enormous offensive line that is able to just plow through. So even when you need the 2 or 3 yards, they've been able to do that. So yes, to your point, they have been very good at rushing the football, and I haven't seen a whole lot of passing, but you're right. And as we approach 2 minutes and 37 seconds now left in the third quarter with 2nd down and 6 to go, what I would like to do is I'd like to thank our production team. It's Diamond Point Event. Let me tell you something about these guys. They show up here like 6 hours before the game and set up. They've got wires all over the place. I don't even know what to do. They hand me a headset and say talk. They make it so easy for us. So I want to just thank them. Thank you guys for what you do. We really appreciate it. It's a lot of fun working with you, and we look forward to a lot more games working together. Thanks again.
Absolutely. And make sure, if you are not already, make sure to subscribe to the Riverview High School Football YouTube channel. We will be covering as many games as we can for the Rams at home and sometimes on the road. It's 2nd down and 6 at the Sebring 48-yard line. And as soon as we say they don't pass, they make a reception.
Well,
that is Kavarius White.
That's just what happens, isn't it? That's a typical the broadcaster jinx. But you know what? Again, they did a nice job there. Okay, it was a nice play to the outside. It was safe and secure. The offense did a great job of holding the defense at bay, and it was a nice first down.
And that's going to work a lot, especially when you're running and running and running. They're going to catch you off guard sometimes. Great play design right there. That was Kimbrell to Kavarius White. Takes the handoff. It's our quarterback keeper, and he slips up for a loss of around 2 to 3 yards. So it'll be 2nd down at around 13-yard line. Just totally lost his footing right there.
Well, he faked it up the middle, and the defense didn't buy it. And as he was trying to position himself to the outside, he was met by a couple of defenders.
Yeah, he was met by Max Collier right there. Max Collier was right there to make the tackle, even if he did not slip.
Yeah.
But it is 2nd down and 15. He lost 5 yards on that play. The shotgun. Calls Caden Dunlap in motion, and he pitches it right to him, and right on him is Abner DeMarcus. Read the play perfectly. They run that play 2 or 3 times, and Abner DeMarcus said absolutely not. Met him in the backfield. It's now 3rd down and really, really long for Sebring. Beautiful play.
He came in, and he met him right there behind the line of scrimmage with nowhere to go. He had nowhere to go. Once again, the defense playing strong, changing the course of this game, which brings them now a 3rd and 19 on the 43. Here we go.
3rd down and 19. Riverview trying to get their offensive ball right back. It's Caden Dunlap again in motion. They're going to do a small little pitch right there, and he is going to be wrapped up, maybe a gain of 2 or 3, but that's going to be around 4th down and 16. As the clock is winding down here, under 30 seconds to go in quarter number 3, and this should cause for a punt.
Now listen, they used that play just a little bit ago, and it did seem to work, but the defense caught on to it real quickly on that one.
Yeah, that's 2 plays in a row where they've really just read the offense very well. Abner read it well, and then the Rams' entire defense formed on it right there.
And the pursuit stayed exactly the way it's supposed to. Everybody stayed where they were supposed to be, and were able to make that play, which brings up a 4th and 18. Ball is on the 42-yard line. We are now getting ready to go into the 4th quarter.
4th quarter of Riverview football action. We've got a great one here on the Ramble. When we come back, Riverview will be receiving a punt, and then their offense will take charge. As we head into the 4th quarter, it's Sebring 14 and your Riverview Rams 14.
10-second identification.
So here we go. We're going to go into the fourth quarter right now. And again, as Addison just said, 14. Tied up at 14 right now. Well, it's like the last week all over again. I mean, it's
tight in the fourth quarter.
Tight all the way. Hard defense, tough defense. Offensively, they've been moving the ball from one side to another. Special teams contributing, changing the direction of this game.
Last game, it was 19-14 going into the fourth quarter. Now it's 14-14 in this matchup. Here we go. Quarter number 4 underway, and it will be a punt. And it's going to bounce into. See where they mark them. They're going to mark. Are they going to mark it at the 5-yard line? They are. So Riverview has to work from their 5-yard line to begin the fourth quarter.
Another tough spot. For the offense.
Sebring has owned the field positioning game this entire matchup. It really feels as if, they've had had us backed up or have started the possession at the 50-yard line, but Riverview has not let it affect them too much. The last time we did start back here, it led to a Sebring touchdown. So 14-14 the score.
That's a great point you just made. Exactly right. I mean,
here's Carter. Hands it off. Jaden Burks makes a move. Burks trying to cut back inside, and he's going to pick up around 4 yards on the carry right there. Good run by Jaden Burks.
Going back to what you were just saying, and that's exactly right. They've had to start from deep in their, 1-yard line on one possession. This one was on the 5-yard line. Well, now we're up to 2nd down and 6. Here we go.
Carter to keep. Carter trying to find a hole. Carter can only find so much room. He's going to be tackled for a gain of maybe 1 yard, so it's going to be 3rd down and 5. Big play here for the Rams offense. Don't want to give the ball right back to Sebring after you got a big stop. 3rd down and 4 from the Riverview 11-yard line. Carter, another shotgun. He's got Birch to his right side. 2-man on the right. Charles Lester alone on the left. He will keep it. Finds a hole at the middle. And there goes the Tito. Up the middle for a 1st down. Beautiful run right there by Will Carter. And he looked like the Tito on that. And that's why they call him the Tito. He'll burst out with a light of speed.
He broke the seams, man. He went right through the middle and just took off.
A huge 3rd down conversion, and now, after a 30-yard gain by Will Carter, it moves the Rams closer to midfield. They've got at their own 41-yard line. That's the explosiveness that Will Carter has.
Right, a very decisive move he took right there. He just went for it right in the inside.
Now hands it off to Jaden Birch. Birch fighting, still on his feet, and he's going to pick up around 4 yards on that carry. So it'll be 2nd down and 6 at the Riverview 45-yard line.
This might just be the spark that they needed right here.
Absolutely. Pinned up at your own 5-yard line, take it out to the 45-yard line, a chance to take the lead here early in the fourth quarter. Carter sends Juwan Glover in motion, fakes it, and Carter maybe gets a yard. Good job by the defense of Sebring to read that. That tackle was made by Joshua Carter. So 3rd down, I believe. 3rd down and 6 coming up here for the Rams. They were stopped on. They got the 3rd down last time. A big one coming up here.
Sweep on that one and then held on to it, and now brings up a 3rd and 6. Ball's on the 45-yard line. Here we go.
Carter looking to keep this, and he's got nowhere to go. Carter is wrapped up for a loss of 4 yards, and so this is going to send out the Riverview punt team. Riverview has done well on punt zone today, just a couple of times.
Well, again, rolling to the outside on that play, looking for somebody downfield, didn't find that person, so he decided to run with it, but was met by 2 defenders. kind of frustrating, I got to tell you, because he's been able to make that play he's been able to capitalize on so many times, and just it didn't work out on this one. There was nobody available outside.
And there were 2 punt returners back there for Sebring. They are not taking a chance that they fumble this again. And I'm sure that they're going to send a lot of players back possibly. And a terrible snap. And now Brady Bloom's going to have to run away with it. Brady Bloom trying to find something. And he is going to
so close.
Get marked just short of the first down. He almost got it. And after that bad snap, which we've seen a few times tonight, it's now going to set up first down and 10 for Sebring at the 47-yard line.
I will say this. We've seen this scenario before. They have a split decision to make. Either try to kick it with 2 guys coming after you and sidewinder it, or run with it. And he decisively took it, ran with it, and made the most out of it. Got pretty close to the first down.
Yeah, very close. He fell just maybe 5 yards short of that first down, but that could end up being a killer. Instead of having the ball back inside their own 20-yard line, now they got it in Riverview territory. Weird formation here. All running back set, and they're going to hand it off to Kearney. Kearney trying to hit the outside, and he is met by the Riverview defense. That was Brady Bloom who forced him out of bounds, so a loss of around 3 yards on first down and 10.
Great pursuit by the defense. The angles that they took were perfect to keep that play from going anywhere. So, as a result, it brings up a second down and 14, ball at the 49-yard line. Once again, the defense really making a difference here. I have to give them credit. The pursuit and the angle that they took was absolutely perfect. Very well disciplined. Sorry.
Second down and 14 here coming up, and again, the quarterback not in. It looks like Kavarius White under center here, the wide receiver. And he's got Travis Kearney over to his right side, and he's got Frederick Hankerson on his left. Now they switch positions. Frederick Hankerson on the right and Kearney on the left. Fakes the handoff. It's a quarterback keeper, but he is met up behind the line of scrimmage. The defense coming in strong once again for the Riverview Rams.
It began as though it was going to be like an option play to the right side. He held on to it, then went to the left side, but he was met by the defense there, which looks like now we're at a third down and 16.
Third and 47 down and 16. The Riverview Rams defense can get their offense the ball back one more time. It's about to get in a crunch time, ladies and gentlemen. 7:28 here to go in quarter number 4. The crowd on their feet.
Yep.
Making some noise for the Riverview Rams. Here we go.
Third and 16, ball at the 47. Here we go.
They bring out Kimbrell. He's in the shotgun. 5-man wide. 3-man blitz. Put up some pressure. Now he's going to try and run for it, and he slides. And he gets back to the original line of scrimmage. So it'll be 4th down and 10 coming up. And this should send out the punt team from Sebring, unless they want to be really risky here and go for a 4th down and 10. And it does not look like that's going to be the case. The punt team is coming out. The Rams defense coming up with another big defensive stop.
They did it again. Look, I know I sound like a broken record right now, but you have to give credit to the defense. They just really, they've been playing their hearts out. They're pursuing the ball extremely well. It's extremely hot outside, and they're just playing relentless.
Keeping Riverview in this game. Defense has only allowed 7 points.
Here we go, high kick.
And that one is going to take a Riverview bounce this time. And is it fumbled? It is. And Riverview does land back on top of it. An almost disaster play right there for the Rams. Couldn't exactly see it from our angle. Might have hit a Rams player, and then another Rams player fell on top of it. Sometimes with those weird bounces, they're going to block.
Yes.
And it just bounces off of them. And it looks like that's what happened there, but luckily Riverview does recover it. It'll be 1st down and 10, 6:14 to go, ball at the Riverview 21-yard line.
Let me go ahead and take an opportunity to thank our sponsors once again, folks, because without them we couldn't make this happen. First of all, Wild Sarasota, Honda Sarasota, GoWildHonda.com. Thank you for your sponsorship to Riverview High School.
And make sure, if you guys are not already subscribed to the Riverview High School football channel, to hit that subscribe button. We will be going live for Riverview football games all season long, along with a couple of road games as well. So make sure to hit that subscribe button, ring that notification bell so you never miss any of our live streams here on the Riverview High football channel. We'll also be coming out with a game highlights after.
Okay, first down and 10, ball at 21. Here we go.
Here we go. Will Carter out of the shotgun. Fakes the handle. Will Carter bouncing, trying to find some room, and he's going to pick up around 2 yards on the carry. So it'll be second down and 8. With 6 minutes to go, we're halfway through quarter number 4.
Well, here we go.
Second down and 8. Clock continues to tick. Carter hands it off the middle. Jaden Birch fighting for some extra yards. Looks like he got 2 yards on that carry, so it's now going to set up third down and 6, and possibly giving Sebring the ball back.
I mean, okay, let me just step outside of the control booth for a moment, and as a fan say, they've got to capitalize on this drive. Something. We've got to take advantage of this because that was a great bounce that went our way. We were able to get some good field positioning to start. Here we go.
And Will Carter will keep it. Carter trying, he bounces off a tackle! And the Cheetah uses his strength, lowers the shoulder, and gets the Rams a first down!
That's exactly what I wanted right there. That's what I wanted, exactly. We need some first downs to get this going. Take advantage of what's been given to you. The defense has been playing their hearts out. The special teams has been making plays. Here we now finally have some decent field positioning. I mean, compared to what we've been dealing with when we started on the one possession, on the 5 on another possession. So here we go.
Will Carter on the shotgun. Sends John L. Williams in motion. Hands it to John L. Williams. Williams trying to find a hole, and Williams is going to be tackled after a gain of around 6 yards. So a good carry right there by John L. Williams on the left side.
That's what we need right there. Get the ball going down the field. Positive yardage. The time clock is continuing to move.
4:25 to go in this fourth quarter. We are entering the crunch time. Carter under the shotgun. Fakes the handle.
Oh, that's a face mask. That has to be.
He bounces off the tackle, staying alive, and he's going to be wrapped up out of bounds for a loss of around 1 yard. So a big third down coming up here for the Rams. 4:11 to go. You don't get a first down here, and you're giving Sebring a chance to possibly take one final time and end this game.
This is a big play, folks. This is a big play right here.
And they are sending Joe Porters out to quarterback now.
Come on.
Third down at 5. Ball at the Riverview 39. They're going to hand it off to Jaden Birch.
There you go.
And with the pick and speed. There you go. Jaden Birch.
He's got it.
The 30.
He's got
the 20. The 10. And nobody will catch Jaden Birch. Gets a Riverview touchdown. They take the lead with 3:59 to go in the fourth quarter. Jaden Birch on 3rd and 5. Took it up the middle. And Riverview takes the lead 20-14. Lead in the fourth quarter. Big run by Jaden Birch.
Folks, exactly what needed to be done was done there. Amazing. Absolutely amazing. There's no explanation. You saw it on your TV. It was just hard running, determination. 6 points on the board. Here we go for the point after.
Extra point is huge. It'll be Stone Springman to kick the extra point. 3:59 to go. The extra point is up. It is. Oh, that and good.
It's good. So let me just say a few things. And let's go back for a moment here, as we got about a minute here. They started from the 5-yard line, right?
On this drive, they started from the 22.
Good. But I'm saying prior to that, they started the 5-yard line.
Yeah.
Then they went back. Then it was a punt that could have easily gone against us because it hit one of our guys. They recovered it. They got finally some decent field position compared to what we've had before, and just took it to the house.
Now, Jaden Birch, Howard threw ahead of Steve, made a cut, hit up the right side, and then needed to shave off. One tackler got stumbled up at the 25-yard line, but Birch didn't let it affect him. ran it in for 6, and the Rams on top 21-14. And now, what have the Rams relied on all season, Raul? The defense. I would need them to come up
look,
with
I'm
that.
not going to jinx him. I can't. But I will say this. This is, I just think right now is the best situation for them with 3 minutes and 59 seconds left. Put your defense out there. They're the ones that can hold it strong. They are actually the ones that have placed you in this situation right now. Finish the job. Let's get it done. Close it up.
Here we go. Stone Springman to kick it away. 3:59 to go. The Rams have come back from a 14-7 halftime deficit, have taken the lead 21-14. Springman boots it away. It's caught at the 1-yard line. Here comes Springman.
No.
And he's going to get wrapped up at around the 30-yard line. A solid return right there.
Down near the 30-yard line, we'll see if they give him 6 passes.
That one by Sebastian Reed.
Okay, so ball's on the 31-yard line, 1st and 10. 3 minutes and 51 seconds left.
Here we go, Ram Nation.
Here we go.
We are in crunch time, ladies and gentlemen. 2 timeouts remaining for the Rams. It was not a water break earlier in the 3rd quarter. They did use a timeout, so that is something to note if the Rams do end up needing to use those 2 timeouts. I believe Sebring does have all 3 of theirs.
I mean, I said it last week. I'll say it again. From a fan standpoint, this has been an exciting game, and it's coming down to the very end. I mean, just incredible on both sides. On both sides.
Here's Cameron Kimball. Drops back, looking on the left side, under some pressure, escapes that pressure, now looking to run with it, makes a cut, and is going to be wrapped up at the 37-yard line for a gain of 6 yards. Good one right there by Cameron Kimball.
He was able to escape the pressure because it was on. He was able to bounce it out, take it to the outside, and make a nice little gain of 6 yards. But I'll tell you what, they had him ready behind the line of scrimmage. Ball on the 37. Here we go.
2nd down and 4 coming up. Drops back, looks over the middle, and he's got his receiver just above the 1st down marker. That one is hauled in by number 15, Davion Cullivan. So 1st down and 10 for Sebring. They've got the ball at the Sebring 42-yard line. 3:13 to go. Time not on Sebring's side, but they still do have 3 timeouts, so they still got some time to use here, but they have to put up 7 on this drive. Kimball drops back, going over the middle, and this is his intended return, his intended target. It was Fred Graham he was looking for, but just threw it on his backside, and he could not come back to that one and make the play. 2nd down and 10 coming up here from the Strings 42-yard line.
And he was all alone by himself back there with the entire secondary prepared to make a hit if he was to catch it, but the pass was a little overthrown, which brings up now a 2nd and 10 ball from the 42.
Kimball in the shotgun, he's got Kearney behind him. Drops back, looking deep down the field, and it's knocked away. That is Charles Lester. Mr. CL3 with the deflection, and it's 3rd down and 10 coming up here for Sebring.
CL3 made it happen on that play. He just jumped up and knocked that ball right down. He was in perfect position to make the play. It was a really nice thrown ball, too. It was pretty good distance. Where did that end up at? It looked like it could have been
30-yard line.
Yeah, about the 30-yard line.
32-yard line where CL3 knocked that one down.
I like it.
3:01 to go in the 3rd quarter. Ball at the Sebring 42-yard line. 2 more defensive stops for the Rams, and they put themselves in a great position to win this game. 5-man wide out for Sebring. It's Kimball alone in the shotgun. Drops back. Kimball fires over the middle, and he's got his receiver for a 1st down out to the 40-yard line. That is Kavarius Sweat. It's been his favorite target all game long, and that's a Sebring 1st down with 2:53 here to go as they cross in to Riverview territory.
He was able to remain underneath all the pressure. And nice throw.
Yeah, and they really amped up the throwing here on this time. You know, sensing that there's some urgency on this drive as Kavarius White is down and receiving medical attention.
I think he's a little cramped up right there. They got him up. He looks like he's okay. He's up on his own. Good for him.
Absolutely a good thing to see. He will have to be out for this play. Fourth down and 10, ball at the 40-yard line. Sebring has to score a touchdown here if they want to be able to stay in this game.
And you're right. I mean, with the amount of rushing that they've been doing, it did set up the pass. They've set it up nicely, and they've kept it pretty safe, throwing underneath, down the sides.
And the Riverview Rams bench trying to, on the Riverview sideline, getting the crowd hype, student section on its feet. It's first down and 10. Little screen play, and it's knocked away.
Nice pressure. He was able to make some contact with the quarterback, but it was not.
Penalty flag is coming late.
Oh, no. I thought he did enough of a job not to make.
What did you see? A roughing the passer?
I think that might be what it is.
And that would be. Oh yeah, it's going to be a roughing the passer. Just saw the replay right there. Never mind. We're not going to call that. They're going to call an ineligible man downfield. So it should be second down and 15.
There was pressure to the quarterback there. He was knocked out, but he was illegal man downfield on the offense. Second down.
Figuring out exactly where we're going to play. Yep, it's going to be second down and 15, I believe. Or first down and 15. So it's not a loss of down. So it'll be first down and 15 from the 45-yard line of Riverview. Getting 5 men out wide. Cameron Kimball, quarterback.
Oh yeah, they're spreading it out right now. We have not seen this.
We've only seen this a couple times, and most of them have been on this drive. Kimball in the shotgun. Under some pressure by Tyrese, and he's going to have to hit that one away, and it's incomplete. There is a late flag, though, however, that has just came in from the right side. And that one, it looks like it's going to be on Riverview.
Oh, boy.
That's at least where the official pointed. Oh, no.
Okay, illegal grounding.
Maybe he was just asking Coach Smithers. It is intentional grounding.
Yep. Intentional grounding by the quarterback. I mean, he was way outside of he was clearly outside of the pocket. He was under a lot of pressure. He was probably 10, 12 yards behind the line of scrimmage by the time he got rid of it. There was not anybody around, so yes, that's exactly what it was. Folks, another great play by the defense. Pressure. Quarterback had nowhere to go. Had to make the
they're backing
pass that now brings them to what? Do we got 30? Yeah.
They're backing them up to the 30-yard line. They've got to get to the 30-yard line. They've got to.
Well,
they got 40 yards to go here.
Yeah.
Second down and 40. Not going to see that too many times in a football game. Riverview will call their second timeout. So second down and 40. You've got 3 plays to get a first down. Sebring still does have all 3 timeouts, so they can punt this one away. Use those 3 timeouts if they don't let Riverview get a first down, and then go in and possibly tie this game up. But otherwise, you're looking at, not as long as you don't give up 40 yards here, you're in a great position to win this game.
I don't think you could ask for anything more. I mean, let's be realistic here. The defense played incredible. They have placed the Rams in a position to win this game, which they are now doing. And with 2 minutes and 35 seconds left, we're at a second down, 40 to go. Ball is on the 30-yard line. You just can't ask for anything more than that.
You've got to play deep because that's where they're going.
Yeah, that's why.
You know what they're doing. They're not running the ball.
So now what? They're down to 2 timeouts?
Riverview's down to 1. That was Riverview who called that timeout. So Sebring has 3.
They do still have 3. Okay, got it. Okay.
Unless I'm mistaken, but I have not seen Sebring call a timeout yet.
Okay. I just want to make sure I update the viewers because I was not keeping track of that. I was just too excited.
Crowd on their feet. It is second down and extremely long. Second down and 40. 5 men wide. Kimball looking over to the sideline for the play. Kimball stops back. Throws it over to the side and it's incomplete. It is now 3rd down and 40. So if they don't get more than 10 yards or 15, 20 yards, they're gonna have to basically throw a Hail Mary not to the end zone.
Right?
Because they got to get 40 yards. And so, that's basically a Hail Mary.
Yeah. It's 40 yards.
Those penalties have killed Sebring on this drive. And again,
But let me just say this, though. The last penalty that placed them where they are is credit due to the defense. Because the pressure they applied to that quarterback, forcing him to make a grounding call and get rid of the ball early.
agreed. Yep.
So, and I'm just saying that I'm giving the defense credit on that
Yeah,
one.
absolutely.
Even though, yes, it was a penalty, but boy, I'll tell you what.
Here we go. 3rd down and 40. Looking over to the side. He's got his receiver to about the 42-yard line. He does get out of bounds with 2:24 remaining here.
All right, Addison.
So
let's think about this. You got 2:24. It's going to be 4th down.
They might punt. And I think, yep, they are. They're going to punt.
Okay.
And here's why they're going to punt.
Yeah.
They don't want to give Riverview the ball back here, because if they do, and then Riverview punts it away, they're going to have the ball, and they're going to have to take it 95 yards with no timeouts in like 30 seconds. Where if they punt it, pin them here at like the 35-yard line, get a stop.
And then use their timeouts.
Right, yes. But start the ball at the 35 with 15 to 40 seconds. It's going to be much more manageable, so that is why Sebring is
Not
punting.
to mention we have a field goal kicker that can kick it.
Right, which would basically sink the game.
He's going to take it.
Pick it up and shaves off the tackler. Stays on his feet. It looks like it's
They're setting up the block.
Down at Williams. Williams up the sideline. Williams
somebody
gets
got
the
rocked.
block. Williams stands up on his feet. And he
He's still
sends
going.
his way to the 22-yard line. Darnell Williams, what a return. And that puts Riverview with 2 minutes to go in prime position. Took it off the bounce and returned it all the way to the 22-yard line. Big boy play by Darnell Williams.
Special teams.
They won this game for Riverview. If Riverview wins,
There's a block in the back against
never
the
mind.
Rams, so that'll
Take away that great return right there by Darnell Williams, because there is a block in the back. Knocks Riverview out of field goal range. And now they're going to
I'm
start.
wondering if it was that. Where did they say that it occurred?
Well, if you're thinking of the one that you thought might have happened around the 30, 35-yard
Yeah.
line, they would have been at the 50. So it must have happened
Yeah.
right when he picked it up, because
Okay.
they're pushing
Yeah.
him back to the
Yeah.
20-yard line.
Oh.
So a killer for the Rams, because that very well could have easily iced the game. Stone Springman's a very reliable kicker that you can lean on to make that. You go up a minute 30 to go up by 10. You're in the prime position to win this game. So now it will be 1st down and 10 at the 20-yard or 20-yard line. Yep.
Okay. Well,
Here we go.
hey, better field position than they've had in the past so far
Absolutely,
in
but
this game.
nothing
So
like
heck,
nothing like being able to ice the game. Here's Will Connor. Gonna hand it off up the middle. Birch had that amazing
There you go,
touchdown run.
keep going.
Stays up on his feet and picks up 7 yards. A big one by Jaden Birch.
Okay, so classic play. Let's keep the ball moving. Let's keep the clock moving. And he kept moving. Even with the defenders on him, he kept moving and did not stop.
And that's a timeout by
Looks like they
Sebring.
brought him. Yep.
And they got 8 yards on that. You
Yeah.
get a 1st down here. You can ice this ball game.
So that's Sebring's first timeout.
First time out. They still got 2 more.
Got 2 more.
If they, get a tackle, for a loss, then stop them at the line of gain, then they can get the ball back with still 1:30 to go, needing a touchdown. Now, they haven't proven that they can do much on the air so far, but you're given a minute 30 to go down and possibly tie the game. That's plenty of time to go and possibly tie this game up and send it to overtime. But if you're Riverview, you punch this for a 1st down.
You got to get. Exactly.
No matter what, you got to get this first. If you get this 1st down, kiss
Okay.
this. You can kiss this baby goodbye.
All right,
Here's Carter.
Here we go.
And the shotgun. That snap. Takes it. Carter keeps it. And Carter got the 1st down. The Cheetah with the 1st down. And that might as well just ice this ball game. So
Well, he
how do
showed
they?
once again why they call him the cheetah. He was able to run it, not stop, get the first down, which is exactly what they needed. Now we're looking at a minute 37 seconds. They're going to continue letting the clock run out. I'm surprised.
The reason I understand why why Sebring is not calling a timeout right here.
Okay.
Because they're eventually going to have to snap this. They'll still be able to stop them twice with timeouts and still have 10 seconds. So they're playing the math game as Jaden Burks hits it up the middle, dragged down by his shirt, and he gets 9 yards. And so the Streaks are going to be forced to call a timeout here.
Got to.
Now 1 more yard, and the Riverview Rams will improve to 2-0 at home and 3-1 during the season.
And when you say that was a tackle by his shirt, it literally was. I mean, he just grabbed him right by the fabric and brought him down. But if not for that, he'd have kept on going.
Just like he did to give Riverview the lead. If this all holds, Jaden Burch, the play of the game, a 60-something yard touchdown run to give Riverview the lead. Remember, Riverview was down 14-7 at halftime. A huge fumble recovery after a muffed punt led to a touchdown for the Rams. And then Jaden Burch, with around 7 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, took it up the middle, got ahead of Steve, almost got tripped up at the 30-yard line, but Jaden Burks refused to go down like he has shown all night long, and that could very well set up Riverview for a win. But if you're Riverview, hold on to the ball at all costs. All you got to do is get 1 yard line. This is to possibly ice the game.
2nd and 1, here we go.
Another shotgun, Sebring. And
That's
a false start. That is a false start, which gives Sebring some new life, because now, you know, 2nd down and 1, 2 plays to pick up 1 yard. You're looking at a tough spot if you're Sebring. But now for the Blue Streaks, 3rd down and 6, a much more manageable position to get a stop. You call timeout. They're going to get the ball with around 20 seconds if they are able to muster a stop here. Carter, another shotgun. He's got Burch right behind him on the left side. Carter hands it off to Jaden Burch, and he is going to be wrapped up for a 1 yard loss, and a timeout is called.
Okay, now that's their last
away
timeout,
there by
right?
LeVar Scott.
Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. That's their last timeout, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're looking at 57.6 seconds to go. Get a tackle with 54 seconds. Riverview will take it down, probably take a delay of game penalty. 24 seconds. Punt happens 19, 18 seconds. So they're going to have a chance. They're going to need a play like the Miami Miracle, like the Dix. They're going to need an absolute miracle play to send this one to overtime if Riverview keeps on to the football here and forces the punt, because again, Sebring is just used their final timeout. So the max time they're going to get is around 20 seconds to work with.
All right, so with a 3rd and 7, I mean, they're not going to pass. Okay.
No,
so
Riverview's running the ball here no matter what.
Yeah,
and you have to run the ball no matter what, because if you throw it, you're giving them 40 seconds instead of 18.
So if we can get this first down, over.
Yep, first down, this ball game is over.
See what happens.
Here we go. Caught another shotgun. He's gonna hand it up the middle to Jaden Burch. Powering in, and he got the first down. Oh, there is a late flag that comes in. Let's see what this is. But if it stands, Jaden Burch has just won the game for the Rams. He did it with a 60-yard rushing touchdown and icing it here on this last drive. Let's wait and see what the call is.
It's on the defense. Personal foul, face mask.
And it's a face mask. It is over. The Rams can just take 2 knees, and they'll improve to 2-0 at home and 3-1 on the year. Jaden Burch coming up big in the fourth quarter, and the Rams gonna get a big home victory over the Sebring Blue Streaks. What a game. What a game.
Incredible game. Incredible. That call was perfect. He held on to the ball, secured it, made sure there wasn't going to be any mishaps with it, and was able to even take it for a first down, which puts them in position now to win the game with 32 seconds left. They're just going to snap it, let the time run out, and this is over, folks.
Absolutely. Winning formation. It'll be Will Carter, surrounded by Glover and Burke in winning formation. And he lost the football, but then falls on top of it, and then shook to it. The clock is going to run out, and the Riverview Rams pick up a big home victory over Sebring, and it broke to 3-1 on the year. Jaden Burgess' 60-yard rushing touchdown secures the win, and the defense holding strong, only allowing 7 points all game. Man, this Riverview team is something to watch.
Listen, I'm going back to what we were talking about earlier with the coach. Coach Smithers said we have to execute. Execution is paramount in order to win this game. And execution is exactly what was accomplished by this team when it needed to be. The offense started out a little slow in the beginning. I'm not going to lie to you, they did.
They did, absolutely.
Okay,
No, you're right.
but they came together and made it happen. Now, I'm going to get in trouble for this, but I have to give the game ball again to the defense. I mean, special teams definitely is in consideration, but this defense has really placed the entire team in a great position to win these last two games. And so, hey, it's a team, right? They're a team. They make it happen as a team. So, yes, it is an incredible win. I mean, and I go back to what he said, execution. They executed everything appropriately right down to the end. What say you?
Well, here's what I'm going to say. Against Lehigh, and during this 3-game winning streak for the Rams, against Lehigh, you want to know how many points the defense put up or gave up? 0.
Right.
Last week, 9.
Right.
This week, 7.
Yep.
That's 16, 17 points, 16 points that you've given up in 3 games. That's 2 touchdowns and 2 two-point conversions that you've let up in 3 games. Yes, there's been, obviously, Sebring had 14 tonight, fumble recovery for a touchdown. That's not on the defense. The defense has been what has carried the load, but it's been the offense who has not let the defense down this year. When the defense has given the offense opportunities, they've made the defense work.
Let me say it like this. Last week, the offense did what they had to in order to win the game, okay? This week, they've stepped it up and executed exactly the way they were supposed to when they had to make it happen. But the defense did place them in a very good position.
Absolutely, and it is we got a little Riverview Rams celebration going here on the field as they're going to go over to the student section to get hype. But it is a Jaden Bush 60-yard rushing touchdown, which propels the Rams to a 2-0 start at home and a 21-14 victory over the Sebring Blue Streak. That is going to wrap up our broadcast here from the Ram Bowl. I am Addison.
And I'm Raul. Go Rams!